Hey everyone, how are we all doing today? I hope we're all had a wonderful week or winding down for your week. Today we are going to have just a bit of a relaxing day. We're just going to sit down, make a few gyoza, or gyoza as some people will call them. We'll get onto that conversation in a second. But this sort of came about because I would buy pre-made frozen gyoza from Aldi, the supermarket, and I thought to myself, you know what? I'm a fairly talented boy. I should be able to make this myself. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to make some today. So yeah. Obviously, I saw Taffy before while I was setting up and getting ready. So thank you for the lurk, and I hope the Netflix is good and the nails coming out good. Morning, Talis. How we doing? You're working today, if I'm not mistaken, which means that if you are, hopefully work goes smooth, easy, and speedily for you. Nothing worse than having a slow, dragging Friday. Absolutely, it's just terrible. I hate when my Thursdays go really slow, even though my Thursday is a short day. So I only work 6 hours on a Thursday. Starting in 1 hour on a late shift. Okay. So you can stick around for about an hour or half an hour. Not sure how far away from work you live, but good rule of thumb, about half an hour. But still, very much appreciated. So yes, I know that gyoza is not so much a overly complicated recipe to make, but it's more of a time-consuming thing. So you have to sit there and you put the drop in, you fold the parcel, then you put it aside. Yeah, it's just going to be a chill day today. I didn't want to thinking about it. I didn't even really think, I just want to have a smooth day today. So I want to make gyoza, and then after the last couple of weeks that it happens, not bad, not negative, nothing bad happened. It was just I overbooked myself, got a little bit stressed out, and I just want a chill day today. It's all on a me thing. It's all on a me. So today we are not going to be using pre-made wrappers. We're actually going to make our own wrappers today. We're just going to make things even more smooth and relaxing, I think, to be honest. So I have both recipes written down, as per usual. So I'm just going to go full recipe. It's probably going to make a lot of wrappers, but with both the gyoza wrappers and the gyoza itself, we can freeze it for a month. So if I don't make it, if I make it all today and I don't actually cook it all today, which I don't think I will, I don't think I'll be cooking, 50 odd gyoza. I'm a big boy, but I'm not that big. We can just stick them straight in the freezer and save it for another time. Well, it's fancy. I missed yesterday as I was in the office. It's all good. It's all good. We had a very long episode of Yakuza, but that's because I wanted to knock out a lot of story before our 4-month sort of. When I don't want to say 4-month hiatus, because I'm not going anywhere. I'm still going to be here, still going to be streaming. It's just I'm going to be streaming themed months. So all the games that we've been playing for the last couple of months, they're going to get put on the back burner. And then I've explained it. I'll probably explain it a bit more today as well. But we're going to have a few themed months coming up. So Yakuza gets put on the back burner. Zelda gets put on the back burner. Golden Sun. What was another one? Code Vein. I think there was a few other ones in there as well. But I think I've just stopped playing them altogether because it's not that I don't enjoy them. It's just I am not having a good time streaming them, if that makes sense. They're very, very slow, very I don't even want to say mundane, because they are fun. It's just, yeah. I have my stupid little reasons. So if people want to see it, I'll probably message in the Discord somewhere. But if people want to see it, make your voices heard, and we might come back to them. I love gyoza, give to me. I love gyoza too. I really do. When I found out that Aldi sold them pre-made for me, it's just yeah, I'm buying that every time I'm going shopping. Because I think at the restaurant, when you go to a Japanese restaurant, they're fairly expensive. Especially once I get anyway. I get prawn gyoza. Prawn gyoza is something else. Oh, prawn gyoza is good. But yeah. So when I find out that I can buy a bulk packet for a decent price, and I can just make it whenever I want, it's like, ah, cool. I'm gonna start doing that. So I just start having that as dinner every now and again. Have it with a bowl of rice, accompanied with some dipping sauce. Like, this is some good stuff. This is some good stuff. Some games are more fun to play, but yeah, play yourself. But I did enjoy the one you did with your mates. So that will be happening again. So that's not the one I was talking about. So the one I was talking about is Sakura Rise of Ruin. Just because it's got two aspects of long, arduous gameplay. So you've got to grow the rice, you've got to maintain the rice, you've got to work out all the stats on that, and then you have to do the side-scrolling part, which if you fail, you have to start the day again from the beginning of the level, or from the beginning of the checkpoint, and do it again and again. And I'm not really good at the dodging, parrying, blocking system, so I keep failing. So we have to repeat the day again and again. So I don't really progress that far in it. Doki Doki Literature Club, that will be coming back. It's just when my friends are available and when they want to do it. This weekend won't happen this weekend because I think we're actually going to be playing IRL board games. Not on the stream, this is just a personal thing. And not only that, I am not going to be drinking this weekend because I need to have my blood clean because I'm going to be donating some on Saturday. So I'm going to have to stay off the alcohol for a little bit. But so what's this what's this I'm hearing is you're streaming the non-themed games on Saturdays? I could be, but probably not. If I'm going to be streaming on Saturday, well, yeah, if I'm going to be streaming on Saturdays, it's going to be streaming with friends, and it won't be themed, but it'll just be like, you know, exposing Thorn to dating sims. And yeah, maybe there's another one I've thought about doing. Talis probably knows what I'm talking about, but I need to put the feelers out to see if anybody else is willing to join in on that escapade. But still, and yo, Widget, how are we doing today? Hope you've had a wonderful day. How have you been? So Saturday night drinking instead. Saturday night drinking. Unfortunately, no. Not this weekend anyway, because I'm not sure how getting on the terps after when I say losing, it's somewhat voluntarily. Like I'm giving it away. Donating it, should I say? It's like, just take the blood. But yeah, I don't know how well I would go after a substantial. I don't even say substantial. It's about 300. When I've lost a bit of blood to donation, it's like, it's going to hit me pretty hard. But then I have to work on Sunday as well, so probably not this weekend, but upcoming weekends? Yeah, of course. Don't overdo yourself either. That's true, yeah. Yeah, I want to be able to have a relaxing, easy weekend, so just makes you cheaper drunk. I mean, that is true, but I don't know if it's going to be detrimental to my health as well. Like, sure, it's going to make me drunk quicker, but it's actually going to harm me more so than anything. But yeah. Yes. I've definitely thought about it. It's like, probably not. They do say they even say don't take hot showers after donating blood. It's like, yeah. So like, do not overexert yourself at all. Just go home, have some food, put your feet up, relax. We got a 3-day weekend. But it's going to be 100 degrees Fahrenheit, 38 degrees Celsius all weekend. Ooh. See, for me personally, okay, 38 is fairly balmy. It's pretty hot. It's pretty hot. Yeah. It's going to be a scorcher. It's going to be humid though. So that's my major thing when it comes to heat and weather. If it's a 38 degree dry, windy day, yes, I can get behind that. I can get behind a 38 degree dry, windy day. When it's humid, get out. Mother Nature, get out. Dry that air, cool breeze. Give me the good weather, okay? But dry. See, I can get behind that. I can get behind a dry heat. I can get behind a dry heat. Humid sucks. Absolutely sucks. And unfortunately, that's what we have to deal with most of the time. So we really get 38-degree dry days. But when we do, it's a good day to sort of slip, slop, slap, slide. So, what is it? Slip on... What is it? Slip on a shirt, slap on some sunscreen... No. Slip on a shirt, slap on some sunscreen, slap on a hat, slide on some sunglasses. They put a new one in there because it used to just be slip, slop, slap. They slip on a shirt, slap on some sunscreen, slop on some sunscreen, slap on a hat. But then they put slide to put the sunglasses on as well, which sort of makes sense. Like, on a really bright, sunny day, it can sort of hurt your eyes while you're looking at pavements and cars and glare from windows and stuff. But yeah, that's the day you hit the beach. 38-degree dry weather, hit the beach. Or hit the river, hit the creek. Yeah, the beach is going to be packed. The beach is always packed on the 30-degree. Yeah, 30 to 38 degrees is always packed. Don't ever go to the beach. Don't like it when it's moist outside. Yeah, I was going to say, but what about winter? Like, moist winter is just rain, but yeah, it's cold. Now it is slip, slop, slap, seek, slide, seek shade. I knew there was at least one, but now they got seek out some shade. Yeah, because I mean, what's better than putting on sunscreen to protect you from the sun, or just get out of the sun altogether? Like it does make sense, but that's why these days I don't actually wear caps outside anymore. The only time I wear these style of caps is when I'm working or when I'm doing stuff with food. But when I go outside, I've got myself a wide brim hat because I don't have as much hair as I used to, and I'm a fair-skinned boy, so my ears and neck get burnt fast. And there's nothing worse than burnt ears and burnt neck, especially if you're wearing an apron. A burnt neck, no. No amount of aloe vera can save you from burnt neck with apron strap. Sounds like a game of Bop It. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now slip it. Now slop it. But, yeah. But do you have anything planned besides the Sunday cooking stream? Have you got anything planned, Widget, for this hot, sunny summer? It's still summer, isn't it? Yeah. It's still summer for you, because it's winter for us, and then we're falling into spring. No, it's autumn. It's going to fall into autumn. Yeah, it's summer now, then it's going to fall into autumn. So I got my things around the wrong way. So, what I was going to do, actually, was I was going to list out the ingredients for the wraps that we're going to make today, because we need to mix this up, knead it, and then we're going to roll it up into a log and stick it... I don't think it said stick in the fridge, it said let's sit. Yeah, so we're just going to let it sit. I don't think I remember saying refrigerate, so we're just going to let it sit for half an hour. And while that's sitting, we'll probably make up our fillings, and then when that's done, we'll come back to the wraps, or the wrappers, roll them, cut them, get them all ready to go. And then once we get that, we'll start putting some fillings in there, and then we're going to be golden. Going to be absolutely golden. So for the wrappers, we are going to need 240 grams of all-purpose flour. Hola, no sé. How are we doing? How have you been? Welcome in. Ooh, yo. The lights go before the notification goes, so I get a little spoon that's like, what? What? And we got Game Boy. Nice. Nice. But no say, 1, 2, 1, 2. Welcome to the Shark Tank. I hope you enjoy your stay here. How are you doing? How is your Thursday/Friday going? And have you had Gyoza before? So for the wraps, we are going to need 240 grams of all-purpose flour. I'm sorry, I haven't got this in the metric system. Well, not on the it is in the metric system. I don't have it in the imperial system. I think it's about 2 cups. I think it's 2 cups of all-purpose flour. But yeah, so we're going to need 240 grams of all-purpose flour. We're going to need half a teaspoon of salt and 120 ml of water. Oh yes, the vintage. The vintage is the best one. Today we are going to be making an Eastern delicacy called Gyoza. Now these are small little parcels filled with pork and prawns. Do you have a commercial for me? If you want me to do a proper commercial, you need to warn me in advance. Like I'm not the best at improv. So pretty much all we're going to be doing is we're going to sift the flour into the bowl. The recipe did say that the water content will change whether or not it is pre-boiled or not. You did great. Okay, nice. I'm glad I could deliver. Yeah, I'm actually going to hit the kettle real quick. Got to fill the kettle up a bit more. Yeah, fill the kettle up a bit. Get it boiled up a little bit. Grab this. Yeah, my Pyrex cup does not have 120 ml of measurement. I'll have to guess it. So, looking to do dungeon. What do you got going in the dungeon? Let's go. I'm thinking it's going to be FF14, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just off to do dungeon work, you know. I'm just gonna string up the prisoners, you know, get them all up in chains. I mean, naughty prisoners this year. That's that one there and that one there. Get my salt ready to go. What is that? Did beat whip whipping chains. String them up and get the cat o' nine tails. We're gonna whip 9 of them at once. It's called efficiency, Gregory. Line them up, get the 9 tails, and just whop. Gotta get the snap back. Whoa. Why is this out? But have a good lurk anyway, have a good lurk. So in the meantime, what I'm going to do is, the recipe also says to use like a spatula to mix in the, what's it called? Yeah, I actually need to be careful with this because I feel like I'm going to bust the camera again like last time. Can I have a bit more cable? Yes, thank you. It says to use a spatula to mix the dough together, and then it says to knead on the bench, but we have the claw! We have the claw, so we don't have to worry about that. You know what I should do, actually? Instead of using this bad boy, I should use my fancy-dancy scales. My fancy-dancy scales. I clipped it because I love when you do and I very much appreciate that you clipped those bits. Pretty much nice. Vintage Gyoza commercial, yes. So I think I've said this before, and I feel mean by doing it, but I want to sort of point out that I do it. That way people go, I've made a clip for you, and then it's not there. I regularly check my clips, because sometimes somebody will try to clip something and it doesn't really go through properly, but it does on my end. So I get a clip that's out of context. So for rule of thumb for anybody else that wants to make a clip, make sure that you label the clip like Taffy has done. Because if it has the title of the stream in there and it's 30 seconds long, most likely I'm going to get rid of it. Because I'm going to assume that it's just a misclip, and it's going to be a little bit out of context, and it's not going to be. I really don't want to say it's not going to be beneficial to the channel, but I hope we're all in understanding of what I'm on about. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Right, so 120. Go. I've done a clip once. You have, actually. You have. Like I said, before I delete them, if I see that, you know, I'm actually going to move this into the other container. It's because this one's got little bumps and lumps. On the bottom, it's going to be hard to mix or dissolve the salt in there. That's just there. I tried to label them appropriately. I shared on Twitter as well. Nice. Thank you. Thank you, Daffy. Yeah, I can't remember what it is, but I did it once. It was when we were doing the April Fool's stream. I remember it quite well because I absolutely adore that clip. Because for those who weren't there or don't remember, but thank you, thanks. For those who weren't there for the stream, I did an April Fool's stream this year. Was this year? It was this year. 100% this year. It feels like it was last year, but it was this year. Where I said, I'm going to do a super special cooking stream at my mate Tony's place. Because my mate Tony's got this fancy dancing kitchen in the city. Turns out it was VR cooking sim. And yeah, I had my VR, like, I wasn't visible in there because I didn't want people to see, like, sort of like the VR Phasmo. Like, I didn't have me in the corner to show everybody, but I sort of had this, like, you know, I'm doing it from, you know, point of view. I've got the camera like Camel does, and it's like, check it out, this kitchen's awesome and stuff. And we played VR Cooking Sim for 2 hours, and Talus did a clip because they had barrels of beer that you're supposed to, you know, turn the tap and get a stein or a pint of beer or something to put into a recipe. But you could pick these barrels up. So I turned the barrels and I've sort of just done like, just pour it into my mouth. And that's the only one that tells this clip. Is like, I had to clip that one. The TC drinks like an Aussie is like, yeah, fitting. Good. Yes, good. The Aussie drinking method, yes. Why dirty a cup when you can just drink straight from the bottle? It's efficient. It's water saving. I never did find where you wanted me to clip. Hang on. I never did find where you wanted me to clip, but hang on. Wanted to clip me, but couldn't because of my settings of sadness. I think it was, you were playing the Final Fantasy, and I can't remember. I sort of can't remember myself, but it was just one of those. You were looking for treasure in a dungeon somewhere, and you popped around the corner and like a monster popped up, and you pretty much just like, I don't want you, I want treasure, sort of thing. It was like, okay, that's a pretty good one. That'd be a pretty fun one to have as a clip. Just your disgust in the fact that this monster was around the corner and it wasn't treasure. But now you've got all that sorted out, and you got yourself some clips, but you've got to lurk for a bit whilst I get ready for work. Nah, not a problem, not a problem. Take your time. Get yourself ready for work. Yes, we are, Titch. We are making Gyoza. Oh, it's adorable. 240. Ooh. That's a little bit too much. Ah, You can't see it, but you have to trust me. Titch? Oh, really? I keep forgetting that I gotta click off OBS for this. Titch? Titch? Camera on.
Activating binge camera.
There we go. Do we see that? No. That's on the dot. That's on the dot. 240 on the dot. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I did it. Sounds like a good clip. I'll try and find it. I think you might not be able to find it because it was over 2 weeks, and Twitch deletes VODs after a 2-week grace period. So that's why a lot of people actually upload their clips or their VODs to YouTube. That way they stay in continuity forever until they either, YouTube gets rid of them or you get rid of them. But also, how do you give the bots names? Because mine just says Nightbot, which is boring. So I use, as much as I don't like the company themselves, I use Streamlabs bot. So I have two different methods. I've got Streamlabs bot, which runs like, you know, exclamation uptime. Don't think it got followage. But it also does, you know, shout out and all that kind of stuff. It's a very good first time chat bot to have. You can also, you know, time people out, ban people, all that kind of stuff through that bot, through that bot program. There's also like auto hosting and what's the word I'm looking for? It's like currency. So you can have your bot create a currency separate from Twitch. So having Streamlabs bot and I think Nightbot and a few other ones like that, you can actually have it make its own channel currency. So when you have people watching, they earn this currency, but then they have to go to the effort of going exclamation, you know, like exclamation currency or all that kind of stuff to find how much they got, and you sort of have to promote it. Whereas Twitch, it's right down in the corner, over there, or there, wherever it is. But so Streamlabs bot, you can actually choose an alternate account to be linked to it. So whenever you do something, it drags the account name for your alt account to this account here. On the contrary, I also use Leo on board, or the aptly named Sammy, and that has the same thing too. So you can use an alternate account to send a message. And I think StreamerBot does the same thing too. I think Nightbot or another one does that as well. So you can choose. I can't remember. There's another one that you can do the same as well, but still. And yeah, I need to work on setting up YouTube for my channel, but haven't looked into it yet because I know people have been having problems with it. So for me, I don't want to big note myself when I say this, but for me, I'm actually recording my cooking streams. So through OBS, I hit stream, I hit record, and then I have my own copy of the VOD on my computer, which I move to another hard drive on the computer so I don't fill up my hard drive, and then I upload that straight to YouTube. Whereas a lot of people just go straight from Twitch to YouTube, and there is a little bit of a problem there. I found a little bit skewiffy and a little bit problematic, so that's why I just said, you know what, I'm not going to do it this way. I think my first one I actually downloaded straight from Twitch, so you can do that as well. So you can download the VOD from Twitch and then upload it that way as well. But there's supposed to be a good integration between Twitch and YouTube, which some people just don't really. Yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But right, so we're going to start mixing this up. Sorry, getting a wee bit distracted here, which is all good. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool. I use Twitch Studio. I'm not sure if I can record with that. Okay. So the broadcasting platform you use, is that, are you using OBS? Because mine's all through OBS. But again, I say, like, you know, I'm a bit of a elitist when I do this and stuff. For some reason, I think my computer's a sneaky beast. When I say it's a sneaky beast, like, I think it's a lot stronger and a lot more powerful than I make it out to be. Because I stream games through my PC. Like, I have a one PC set up when I stream games through my PC, and I've only had one game where it slowed down and stuttered. Everything else has worked absolutely beautifully, and I haven't changed any settings, done absolutely nothing. So, having my cooking stream record while I stream is not an issue, but I'm not using Twitch. Hang on. No, I'm using Twitch Studios OBS. It's too complex for me. Okay. It might be able to. I know at least Streamlabs, or Slobs, if you will. Streamlabs OBS, you could record there. So I think Twitch Studio OBS might be able to as well. Maybe. If not, there's always the alternative of when you're finished going to Twitch Studio, or stream, like, was it your Twitch dashboard, and then going into content, finding the video you've just made, and then pushing the 3 little dots, and then you can download from there. But I'll look into it. Thank you in advance. Not a problem. Not a problem. It's always good to ask questions, and I know there's a few streamers out there that want to keep things trade secrets, but for the most part, like, you do need to find that one person on YouTube that can help you out, or that one streamer who's willing to talk to you and tell you exactly what they've done, because everyone's got to, like, if anybody wants to do this, they've got to start somewhere, and it's a bit of a shame when the people who you look up to sort of make it look harder than what it is, and they don't give advice on how they run their setup. So that's just my personal opinion, though. I was watching one guy who uses the same program I used, and for a while he was keeping a bit of a trade secret. Like, he was just like, I get my things to do like this using a special program, and stop asking. But then he changed his viewpoint, and he's like, actually showed people on stream what he does to get to the result that he has on stream. It's like, it's cool that he started to go this way. Other cool people to check out and watch on YouTube, that is Andy Lippy. Andy Lippy goes through a lot of I need to add a little bit more water to that, but it might be enough, actually. Yeah, so Andy Lippy does a lot of the onboards tutorials and stuff. He also has his own, I don't want to say company, but he's got his own sort of streams widgets called Stream Up. I don't think it's on the new one, but him and one of the guys that works for him developed a Pokemon catching simulator through your stream, which I thought that was pretty cool. Like, the program would run, and then every couple of minutes, a Pokemon would pop up on the screen somewhere, and then people in chat would use commands to catch the Pokemon. And it was, and I thought that was a really cool and neat aspect of the So, hang on. Are you gonna hop around and stuff? I'll try post it in chat, but I could have spelled his name wrong. So his name is, I think, hang on, I don't think I spelled that right. So it's double L. I think that's his name, Andy Lippy. That's not how you spell it. No, it's Andy. Like that? I think that's what it is. So Andy Lippy, and the next one is Nutty. Nutty does a lot of, like, just general stream tutorials and stuff. GN! Chef, hang on. What's your cooking? What's your cooking? It looks delicious. It's dough. is dough, GN. We haven't started the good part yet. So those are the two stream help guys that I would suggest to anybody starting out streaming. Go to their channels, check their videos, because they do for what? For Gyoza. So by using the command, I'm actually going to need this by hand, because although the benchtop, thanks, Daffy. So although I do, don't I? It's this one here. Yes. So I do have a full tub of corn flour, don't I? I do. Yeah, although the benchtop mixer is good for mixing doughs, it's just not as good as a commercial grade that I'm used to. It's not good. It's not the same as a commercial grade, so I'm gonna have to finish it off by hand. But yeah, a lot of this stuff for what do you call it? Filters. All my filters and stuff, all my filter changes, I learned through Nutty. A lot of the stuff that I do otherwise with camera positions and stuff, I learned from Andy Lippy. And a few, there's actually like follow goals, like follow goal trackers and stuff that Andy Lippy has that look amazing. And I thought about putting them on my channel, but I thought, it's just not me. It's just not me. But yeah, I did catch a little bit of your stream yesterday, Taffy, and yeah, it's good to hear that you got the new job and stuff. So definitely feels like I need a bit more water in this though. Might add just a wee bit more water. Where'd I put the claw? Put the claw over here. Oh, it's a dough hook. I call it a claw because it's funny, but it's a dough hook. A little bit more water. Just make it a little bit more soft. And that's going to be it. That's all the water I'm putting in there. No more water. No more water. I appreciate you being in the stream yesterday. You see, what do you think of my trailer? It was really nice. I really did like your trailer. It definitely makes me think I need to make one myself. See, a lot of people starting to make their own trailers. It's like, oh, wait a minute, that's something my channel doesn't have. But I'm also the one that wants to go grandiose, and I also want to do it myself. But I don't have the programs to do so. It's not that I don't want people to help me, it's just I get a little bit more satisfaction out doing a lot of stuff myself. So all of the assets that I've made for my stream, I've done myself. Emotes? No, I can't do that myself. I can't do emotes myself, but
here comes
that's not too bad.
the
Boy! Hello, boy! Welcome! Here he comes! There he is! Here comes the boy!
Here comes the boy. Hi, Amber. How we doing? How's your week been? Let me mix up a bit. Quicker for me, please. There's only one person on this platform that I know of that will always enter a stream like that. And it is the wonderful Eternal Ember. Hello. If you want his info, let me know. And he'll give me a discount. And he'll give me a discount for the next one. Yeah. I'll have a think about it, and if I do, I'll hit you up, definitely. Currently at work. Are you getting paid for this work, Ember? And yo, Taco! How we doing? Welcome in, how have you been? Let me just, gotta get this mixed up a bit. Would you just actually mix up for me, please? Come on, grab. So, GN, you dying? You dying at the, Here Comes the Boy, or do you have good news? Ooh, it's your birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Taco. Hope you have a wonderful day. Have you got anything exciting planned for today? We had a birthday last week as well. Yeah, we had a birthday last week. We also explored, it was Sammy. Sammy's birthday was last week. Happy birth, miss. Happy birth. Trying to get on the payroll. Get on that payroll. Don't work for free, girl. I'd be very disappointed if I continue to hear that you're working for nothing. Nah, just eating cake and tacos. It sounds like a good birthday to me. That is a good question for everybody. Does anybody have like a birthday tradition that they have? So, do you always go out for dinner with the family? I mean, I feel like cake is a staple. Like, either cake or treating yourself is always a staple, but how do you do it? What cake do you like and prefer? And on top of that, what's the best cake that you've had? What's the best cake that you've had? Now that's a hard question to answer, especially for me, because I've had a few good cakes in the past. Some of them I can't remember, but I know they were good because Mum tells me about them. It's like, okay, that sounds like a really good cake, and I would have absolutely adored that. Oh, a bit more. Devil's food cake with a butt ton of chocolate. Sounds good to me. Definitely sounds good to me. Oh man, it's been a while since I've had devil's food cake. I had what's that? Crebule as my free dessert when I went out on my birthday this year. Crebule. That I don't think I've heard of that one before. What is that? That's not a it's not a short name for creme brulee, is it? All right, I'm gonna pull this out, and yeah, that feels a bit better. Feels a bit better to me. There we go. A little bit of a knead. That's not showing what I'm doing. That's showing what I'm doing. There we go. So I don't really do much for my birthday. I love Black Forest cake. That's my thing. So if I ever want a cake for my birthday, it's usually Black Forest. But for traditions and stuff, don't really have many. Like, yeah, I'm not too fussy if we go out for dinner or not. Not too fussy if anybody makes a big deal out of it or anything. Like, for me, it's milestones. I think it's more milestones. I'll definitely treat myself. Like, I don't know, I might get myself a nice drink. Either cook up something or just buy dinner. Creme brulee. Okay. Creme brulee. Creme brulee. I like creme brulee. It's the new way. Yeah. Sounds very Aussie. Oh, mate, I just went to the pub yesterday and I got a new thing on the menu. They've got this thing called creme brulee. Right? It's like egg custard with a toffee on top. It's bloody amazing, mate. Should get onto it. But yes. So being where you are, it's almost the end of your birthday. Did you have a good birthday taco? And also, what kind of tacos did you have too? I know the other day when you popped in with you asked if I've made tacos before, and I said I unfortunately have. I have. So we made fish. I'm not sure if I mentioned on that. So we made fish tacos that day. They were actually really nice. But I'm definitely not against the traditional style ones. Like, you know, your pork tacos or your beef tacos. Yes. But yeah, other than work at the moment, Ember, how have you been? How's school been? Because I know you said you were starting to take on clients through school, and you get a little bit of. It feels like you don't get much of a break. I hope that's starting to sort itself out. All right, I'm thinking that we are going to be ready to divvy this up, roll it out, put it aside, and start getting onto the fillings. I'm going to be not so much Frankensteining, but I'm going to be developing semi.
Oh, okay.
It's not like I just ask you a question, Ember, and then you just go, oh, no, I'm just going to bugger off and I'm going to bugger off and do something else. I don't want to answer your question. It's all good, Ember. It's all good. Have a good work. Hope to see you soon. If you're getting food, you have to tell them what you're getting. So now it's about dinner time for you guys. But
oh, okay.
oh, back-to-back lurkers. Not a problem. Have good lurks. Thank you for the support. But yeah, so we're going to be somewhat. We're not developing a new recipe because it's not a new recipe. There are prawn gyoza. Yeah, that's not the scraper I wanted. That's the scraper I wanted. Yeah, I'm sorry that your hunger is only going to get worse by I'm not saying I don't want you to leave because I love your company, but your hunger's only going to get worse if you stick around. There we go. Sausage. Let me get my cling wrap out. My glad wrap. That's an unopened one. I'm not going to do what they do at work and open two. No, we're not talking about that. So what you're saying is to leave. I'm not saying that. I'm just going to say it's going to get worse. Makira! Thank you for subbing with the Prime. Thank you for making me your one and only for the month. Again, for 15 months. It's very much appreciated. How have you been, Makira? How are you doing? It is going to be... I want my badge back. If only I could just give you the badge. Honestly, I think Founder should be one that you get, and you don't have to sub to get it back. Like you should be able to opt if you want the badge that they've given you through the other monthly subscriptions. But the Founder should be like, you were the first one to be here and drop a sub. You get this. It's not like VIP in a sense. Like, it should be one that's like, you get this. But, yeah, I'm definitely not saying leave. No way, I'm not saying leave. I'm saying, like, go get some food. Go get some food, tell me what you get. It's okay, I got it now. But yeah, it does mean a lot that you use the Prime on yours truly. Because, there are a lot of other people out there that you can give you Prime to. Without sounding negative to myself, but there are a lot of other deserving people out there that could use Prime. Anyone's Prime, really, but... I don't like people, but I'm people. I'm people. Alright, let's wrap these. That is not how... silly cling wrap. Okay. You're TC, you're special. Okay. So, out of all the species and stuff that are out there in the world, you've got people, and then I'm a different category. I'm a completely different category to everybody else. I like it. I'm unique. See that, Mrs. Johnson? I knew it'd be something, even if you didn't believe in me. Okay. Sausages. We're gonna let them sit for half an hour. Ish. When I say ish, it's because, well, yeah, we're probably gonna get this done and be, having a bit of a chat, and it's like, oh, wait a minute. We were supposed to start cutting these up and rolling them out. But, or the other way around, I'm gonna just be like, no, I want to do them now. Okay, let's read out the next recipe. Oh, you can't see that. Never mind. Alrighty. So now that we've done that, so pretty much from here, what we're going to do is we're going to let it sit for 30 minutes, half an hour, and then we're going to cut them into roughly 2cm pieces. Then we're going to roll them out nice and flat, and then we're going to use, where did I put it? We're going to use this bad boy, my egg ring, as a cookie cutter. I'm going to cut them out, and that's going to be our parcels. Then we're going to put the parcels in there, fiddly, fiddly, foldy, foldy, and then we're going to have Gyoza. I think the first stream I ever watched of yours was unicorn cakes in cones. Unicorn cakes. Was it unicorn cakes or was it ice cream cones? I don't think I've done unicorn cakes, but I think I know what you're talking about. I think it was the ice cream cones. So I showcased the fact that you can make cupcakes and ice cream cones, and you can still eat the ice cream cones like a bird. The cone. I think that's the one. Ice cream cones. Yeah. Ice cream cones. Where? Yes. I think, yeah. I was going to say unicorn cakes. I don't remember making unicorn cakes. But the ice cream cones, definitely make that one, because that was either Instagram or like a 9gag when I was still trolling around on 9gag. There was a post on one of those places. It's like, oh, check this out. Look, they were different colors. Possibly. It's been that long. That I keep thinking to myself, you know, what can I make? What can I make? And then I have to think back. It's like, wait a minute. I made this a while back. I wasn't happy with the outcome. We could redo that, like the Cottony Cream Puffs. Like the Cottony Cream Puffs, we could redid that, and that was 2 years ago that we did it. I think my first one was a Pogo tournament. The second one was a game I don't remember. Were you in that Pogo tournament though? Was it? Yeah, were you in that Pogo tournament, or was it a like a great just like a great or Ultra League night that I did? Because I used to do that. So I used to stream my Pokemon Go Great Battle League dailies, if you will. Back when we were all locked down in our houses. Like, what else am I going to do? And, yeah, I had that going for a while. And then the game... Well, yeah, I can't remember what the game was. I mean, I probably... we could... Nah, it's going to take up too much time. I was going to say, we could pull up the chat log. We could pull up the chat log and find out what your first comment was, and... because I think you would have talked about the game while you were there, but... I don't remember if I was in it, but I didn't make... Yeah, but I didn't make you... But I did battle you that night. Okay. So that one there might have been a Great League one, because I feel like the tournaments that I did stream, you were there. I'm pretty sure you were in those tournaments. Although we didn't actually battle in those tournaments, I'm pretty sure you were there. But then again, that was like 2 years ago, and I can barely remember what I had for breakfast last week. I lie, because I know what I had for breakfast last week. It was toast. So I have toast for breakfast on most Fridays. Because I am irresponsible. Okay. So, yeah. So, now that we've got that, we're going to cut them into 2cm pieces. We're going to roll them out, cut them, fill them with the gyoza filling that we are going to be making now. So, for the pork style ones, we are going to need, for the filling, we're going to need 340 grams of pork mince, 140 grams of cabbage, 2 spring onions, 2 shiitake mushrooms, some minced garlic, some minced ginger, a teaspoon of sake, or cooking sake, and I need a teaspoon of roasted sesame oil. I have toasted sesame oil. I hope that's not going to be too much of a problem. I think they're one of the same, to be honest. But 1 teaspoon of roasted sesame oil, 1 teaspoon of soy sauce, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of pepper. And this one is going to be very easy. The recipe gives 7 steps on how to do this. I consolidated it to 1. Oh no. On that note, I shall sleep and be responsible and go... hang on. I shall attempt to be responsible and go to sleep. I read sleep before attempt, but still. Enjoy it, and I'll catch up later. Well, thank you for the prime. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being just amazing support for the channel. And me. Just me in general, really. You're a gem. You're an absolute legend. Don't ever forget that, Akira. Have a good sleep, and I do hope to see you soon. But lurk and work. Have a good one, Chef and chat. Well, again, thank you for being here, Talis. Thank you for the lurk and the support. Very much appreciated, and I do hope to see you soon. But, yes, thank you, Makira. Thank you, Makira. Yeah, so pretty much we're going to be chop the cabbage, the spring onion, the mushroom, and then we'll combine that with the pork, the garlic, the ginger, the sake, the sesame oil, the soy sauce, salt, and pepper. And just mix it together until we get a nice little paste. And then, yeah, mix it till pale and sticky, and then we're going to fill the gyoza wrappers with the filling. And then the cooking is when it's going to get really interesting. Really interesting, because I've been cooking gyoza completely wrong my entire life. So, let me grab my ingredients. So I have pork. We also have the prawns, so I'm going to make a little batch of prawn ones as well. I'm actually going to use one of these. So this is 180 grams. I'm just going to use one. This is a small batch. What else do we need? We needed cabbage. I got my favorite cabbage. Napa cabbage. Big. Spring onions. Mushrooms. And that was it, wasn't it? Oh, we need the garlics and gingers. So, garlic. And where did I put the ginger? That's a good question. I did have ginger. I had a thing of garlic. Oh, it's right here. I thought I had a squeezy thing of ginger, but no, it's a tub. So, yeah. Let me just, and I'm going to use the small bowl. So the small one, I was going to sort of pop it over my shoulders like this one here, but it felt like it was going to slip out of my hand. We don't want that. Oh no. I'm going to use the big one for the pork and the small one for the prawns. I'm actually going to sit the prawns in there to indicate that that's the one I want. So, what are we thinking? Half? So what would that be? That would be 150, 170. 170 grams of pork mince, 70 grams of cabbage. No. Yes? Yeah, 170. That actually works out pretty well, to be honest. Ooh, we'll halve the pork recipe. Halve the pork recipe. And then we'll halve it again so I can do for the prawns as well. Now, one of the things too is they were talking about blanching the cabbage before using it today. We could do that, but I was thinking of just using the cabbage as itself because I don't mind crunchy cabbage. It was an optional thing, so you could blanch the cabbage, make it soft and easy to chew. Well, not so much chew, but easy to consume, I guess. But it was an optional thing. So yeah, blanch it, microwave it, salt it, and do other stuff. But for the most part, I don't mind crunchy cabbage. I really don't mind crunchy cabbage. Now this is something I need to do too. Why use children? Because I did something in chat. That's why. Gotta make sure I don't have OBS as the active scene or the active tab. Because if I do that, then Titch can't hear me. Well, I need Titch to be able to hear me if we want to change the cameras around. Okay. So, what did it work out being in the end? 170. Yeah, because half of 300 is 150. Half of 40 is 20. 150 plus 20 is 170. Okay. Nope. 140. 160. 173. A little bit of extra pork is not going to kill anyone now, is it? Is it, though? Right. It's one of the things I think I love the most about cooking. Cooking as opposed to baking. So cooking, you can be lenient. This is going to be a hot take, and there's probably going to be a lot of chefs out there that turn around and say, "What are you talking about? What sacrilege?" But cooking, you can be lenient. So if you want a little bit of extra meat, you can put extra meat in there. If you want more cabbage, you put more cabbage in there. If you want more spice, you put some more spices in there. And you can be lenient. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. When it comes to baking isn't exact. Like if you say, "Oh, I want this cake to be a little bit sweeter, I'm going to add a little bit of sugar in here." Well, guess what? You're going to have the cake turn out a bit skew-iffy because too much sugar is going to make it caramelize a bit more. And it's going to turn out a little bit crusty and caramelized, if you will. So now I wonder what happened there. I'm going to tell you what happened there. Same with eggs. Like, I'm going to add an extra egg in here. Well, it's going to turn out a bit different. A little bit less flour. It's not going to be as stable. I'm going to put some more water in there. It's not going to be as stable. Like, people like to joke around about, how easy baking is. But look, you can learn and you can get good at baking with practice, but it is a science at the end of the day. Like somebody has gone out there and worked out exactly how much. Let's take shoe baking for example. They've worked out how much flour you need, like how much ratio of flour to water to fat to eggs that you need to make this product work as well as it does. So somebody turns around and goes, I'm just going to throw this stuff in the bowl and hope for the best. They're probably not going to get the same result as somebody who's spent the time to work it all out. That's my hot take and my rant over. Let's get back to cooking. Ah! Son of a... 70. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And you're not going to go anywhere. I don't want you to go anywhere, Mr. Cabbage. So I'm going to use you again real soon. Perfect. It stands up. It's shit and it's stand. He's a good boy. Okay, do I need to weigh up anything else? Nope. It's just one spring onion. Chop up one of the spring onions. We're going to there's one of the mushrooms. I might actually do two because my mushrooms are fairly small. Yeah. Two mushrooms. And then the garlics and stuff are just going to be. We're going to do quarter of a teaspoons and just to taste really, because yeah, I'm a bit of a fiend for garlic. All right, so let's start by dicing up some of this. Okay, good. Just making sure that one of the things I've noticed I've been sort of slacking on is getting my camera in the right position for when I'm doing stuff on the table. At the moment, I've got all my bowls and stuff in the way, so you can't actually see what I'm doing from this camera. That's why I got this one, so it shows exactly what I'm doing. But I forget to put it where it needs to be. I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm just doing this thing, everybody can see what I'm doing, everything's all good, all fine, all dandy. And then I look up, it's like, oh wait a minute, the camera's like pointing out to there. And it's like, oh, nobody could see what I was doing. And now! Back temporarily, laptop pooped itself. Oh no! What happened? What happened to the laptop? Is this the battery thing? Is it an update? The amount of updates that I have neglected in the last 3 weeks is terrifying. So OBS has turned around and said, oh, guess what? There's an update. And it's like, no. I've been told that this new update is going to conflict with all of the stuff that I've just programmed into my stream. So like the web link and probably the Aurum board and all that kind of stuff. And it's just like, I'm not updating it today because it's going to take forever to get everything sorted again. It's gonna be scary and sad if I can't start the stream. Couldn't connect to the work server. Now it's restarting properly. The work server. Alright, so I think that's nice. What's all the fluff there? And that's just gonna go into here. Tech! How we doing? How's it going? It's going actually pretty good. Very chill. Having a very chill day today. Got a few of these. How have you been? I've seen you pop up in a few other wonderful food and drink streamers' chats every now and again. I think I've been busy doing stuff. It's like, oh, it's Tech. How are we doing? And then I'm sort of doing other stuff and I miss see how you doing. Not good. Oh, not too good. Damn RV got broken into. Oh, that sucks. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. They didn't take too much, did they? They didn't take anything too valuable, did they? Come on. I'm gonna dice this up a bit more. Was in Vegas. Oh. I want to, yeah, I feel like when they say, you know, oh, crime's rampant in this area or this area, like in Australia, America, Canada, Britain, all that kind of stuff, it's just like, crime's everywhere, man. Like, I don't think you can escape it. It's almost a daily part of life now. Like, it's not. I'm not saying it's good that it happened, even though we were joking about crime yesterday, but still, took 30 grand of worth of. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Next question: Are you insured? That's the thing. Thankfully, I have everything tracked, so if they sell it, I'll get it back. Nice. That's awesome. It's good. It's good that you've gone to that length to track everything. But I was gonna say, are you insured? Because but it wasn't insured. You were insured. That's good though. Hopefully your insurance company isn't going to be butts and help you out in this situation, because I know and I've heard of some insurance companies that will do as much as they can to get out of having to pay you back. So, prime example, so around here we have confusion when it comes to trees. So we have these big, massive gum trees. I'll rant about gum trees later. I'll rant about gum trees later, but we have these big gum trees and they are prone to falling. But if I've got a gum tree on my property and it falls on my neighbor's property, the insurance companies will sort of tell one and the other it's their responsibility. It's their responsibility. So if a tree in my neighbor's yard falls on my house, I call my insurance company and say, the tree's fallen on my house, I've paid the excess, I need you to cover the cost of the rest of it. And they'll try to turn around to me, like this is what I've heard from other people, they'll turn around and say, well, it was in your neighbor's yard, so it's his insurance company you need to chase up. But then he'll call his insurance company and just say, look, a tree from my yard has fallen onto his house. He's going to send you a bill to cover, so you can cover the costs. And they'll say, well, no, it fell on his house. His house should be insured through his company. It goes through his company. It's like, no, like, why is this a thing? Like, just help a brother out, man. Like, but I hope that you get your stuff back. Like, I think we were talking about it yesterday. Yeah, we were talking about it yesterday, like, just scamming in general. Like, some of the stuff might not be too sentimental. Like, we'll say, like, if someone broke in my house and stole my oven, like, I'm not attached to this oven. But I paid good money for this oven. I want it back. It's just not right. Like, you went to the effort to get this stuff, and then someone's going, you know what? Stuff here. I don't want to pay for it. I want your stuff. Like, no, don't. Stop that. Get a job, you bum. But besides the theft of your RV contents, how have you been? How have you been otherwise? Have you been keeping well? Have you been doing okay? I actually can't remember when we set those those dough logs out. I feel like it's been about like 10 minutes, maybe. I'll do a final pass of this with the knife later. And not only that, like you also said you were doing a so you were working with like a theatre group. I think it was in the UK. So you're in Vegas now. That's pretty cool. Like, so good. I feel like I need to be able to get a bit better of a this way. There we go. Hey, dice mushrooms. Mushrooms are good, man. I know there's a lot of people. I know I can divide the chat right now. It's like, hey, mushrooms? Yeah, I know. But I don't care. Mushrooms are good. Especially with breakfast. Like when you have a big, fried egg, fried sausage, bacon, you have mushrooms on there as well. Oh, it's good stuff. And we'll give this a once over. Once over with the knife. Need one of those big cleavers. The big rolling ones. Mushrooms are a real divider. They are almost as big a divider as pineapple on pizza. But I'd honestly say more so, because there's a lot of pineapple sympathizers. So it's looking at, I don't really mind it on my pizza, but it's all good. And then you got the pineapple should never be on a pizza, and it's like, yo, it's good stuff. Like, get on it, man. Mushrooms is there's no divider. It's just you either like mushrooms or you hate mushrooms. The people who sit on the fence, they've never had a mushroom in their life. Like, oh yeah, I'm not a big fan of mushrooms, but I don't hate them. It's like, you've never had a mushroom in your life, alright? Eat this mushroom. Tell me what you think. And then they'll be converted to one side. Okay, let me just give that a schmack. Oh, schmacko. Okay, so what we're doing, so cabbage, spring onion, mushroom, then combined with the pork, garlic, the ginger, the sake, the sesame oil, and the soy sauce. Let's get it all in there. Soy sauce. I actually bought some soy sauce yesterday. So I finally cooked up my pork chop. Oh. So that's a thing that we can have a bit of a rant about. So I did my meat shop the other day. A bit more. There we go. Love mushrooms. Mushrooms are divine. I love mushrooms. Yes, I did my meat shop the other week, and so I went and I writ out a list of what I wanted. So, you know, I want 2 porterhouse steaks, I want 500 grams of diced chicken, I want this, I want that. Don't really buy much minced meat anymore, just because it's very fatty, and my body doesn't really like fatty stuff that much anymore. Personal story, I might talk about it somewhere else, but not here. But I read a list of what I wanted, and usually what I get is pork medallions. Now, pork medallions, it's pretty much a pork chop, but they've cut the good bit out. So you don't have the bone, you don't have the little, skin and crackling and all that kind of stuff on there. It's just the steak, and that's what I get because I either make pork cutlets out of them, like pork cutlet steak, or just fry it up, or just grill it up and then use it with my pork katsu. I writ down pork medallions, give it to the guy. I come back after a couple of minutes because I do my shopping, and he's giving me pork chops with big bone and everything. I was like, I can't stick this in my Tupperware containers. Come on. And then not only that, I didn't write the 2 properly, so he gave me 1 sausage. And I was like, come on, can you sort of see that I've got 2 of every other sausage, but then I've gone 1 for one of them? Come on. I know my handwriting's bad, but it ain't that bad, okay? At least you can read it. But on the flip side as well, this is not me saying that I'm a bad man for doing this, but when I bought the mushrooms and the spring onion and the cabbage today, I went to the fruit grocer and I bought everything, and I knew at the very least that the cabbage was going to be $10. And then when I get to the register and I do all the stuff, total comes to $9.90. I think to myself, she scans the spring onions, she weighed the mushrooms. They would have at least brought that up to something. Unless the cabbage was on sale, I think she missed the cabbage. I mean, I think I put the receipt somewhere, but I think she might have missed the cabbage. Like, it should have been a little bit more expensive than what it was. So, I think she gave me a full head of cabbage for free. I was like, thank you. Oh. There we go. Toasted sesame oil. Can you do a mushroom commercial for me? Or mushroom commercial? I've got... I guess I could think of something. I have a small one. I can try my best. So, Cult of the Lamb got an update, but it did nothing. Okay. Question 2 is, it's only the PC one that connects with the Twitch integration, isn't it? So you can't do the somewhat. Gonna do my best. Yeah, let me go. Ugh. I'll say when you're ready. When you're ready, I'll do my best. That's correct. The PC does only PC does Twitch integration. I thought so. I was gonna say, it'd be something pretty cool and neat if the Switch and or Xbox versions could do Twitch integration.
Do you have these little fellas growing underneath your sink, underneath your cabinets, underneath your house? Well, did you know that these are actually full of vitamins and fibers? You should put this into your food. This is wonderful stuff. Just make sure you get the ones that aren't silver striped, because they are poisonous. My friend Darren has tried one for scientific reasons.
He's no longer with us. Poor Darren. I don't know where I could go with that. All right, let's mix these up. All right, so let's get. Yeah. I don't know how else you could have spruiked a mushroom. I love it, but you didn't say what it was. Oh no, I didn't either. Well, I would say, would they know what they were called? Like, hey, have you got these things that are underneath your cabinet? We don't know what they are, but they are full of vitamins and fibers. We are currently in development and seeing what they are like. It smells really good, to be honest. All I'm getting is just the roasted sesame seed oil. It's gonna be amazing. Might do less cabbage for the next one. Just because I got a mushroom with a bite taken. Why am I gonna know this mushroom's got a bite taken out of it? Can't put it in the. Can't put it in the next mix because that's a mess. I'm making a mess. Might wrap this up, put it in the fridge, and then get the next one started. And then once we get that done, I'll wrap that up and start rolling out some clipped it. Nice. I'm gonna have all these vintage clips on my channel. It's gonna be amazing. People are gonna start thinking I'm ripping off Two Girls, One Game. Maria. It's Maria, isn't it? Pretty sure it is. Finished watching The Good Place. The Good Place. Can't say I've heard of that one. What's that about? These are a real good push. Push and a smush. Vintage mushroom commercial. Nice. I should have a. Ooh. I don't know how I could do it, but I think there might be a way that I can integrate a thing where all the clips get sent to Discord. I put in like a clips channel in Discord, and then people with Discord that missed the. You have to watch it to understand. Can't explain. No, it's all right. It's all right. If I feel up to it and I've got a bit of free time, I'll give it a red hot crack. I'll give it the Glass Refraction 3-episode trial. What is it? The Madoka Magica. It's Madoka Magica, yeah. The Madoka Magica 3-episode rule. It's on Netflix? Nice, I have that. When I say I have that, I pinch mum and dad's. When I say I pinch mum and dad's, they pinch my Disney Plus. So it works out. Don't tell Netflix. I don't want their accounts frozen because I turn around and say, I'm pinching the Netflix. It's just a good trade, I think, to be honest. Like I pay for Disney Plus, they pay for Netflix, and we both use each other's accounts. Like it just makes sense, right? Like it's like if you got a bunch of people living at your house, and one person pays for Crunchyroll, one person pays for Funimation, one person pays for something else. Like, it's just smart business deal. Right? Okay, so prawns. Would you say this is another? I'm gonna do all of them. Let's do the whole thing. All the prawns. was gonna say, would you say this is like another divider, like prawns? So I know there's people in chat that can't have seafood in general, just no seafood at all because of allergies. But for the people who can have it, like, and the other thing too is when people say they don't like prawns, it's more so the reason of their, I don't want to say their well-being, but keep them sea bugs. I was just about to say, like, the reason why people don't like prawns more often than not is because of their living conditions and what they do. And they're bottom feeders. They eat poop, but they're tasty. I'm gonna do a little bit less cabbage this time. When I say I do a little bit less cabbage, I put more cabbage in there. So I'm actually going to do the same amount. Hiya! I'm going to grab the glad wrap and love seafood, never actually had prawns, only shrimp. I believe prawns and shrimp are actually the same thing. So, the US, maybe Britain? I'm not sure. I think Britain's called them prawns as well. But the US call them shrimp, we call them prawns. I think they're exactly the same thing. So if you had shrimp, you've had a prawn. It's much like other, what are some other things out there? So yeah, pretty much the whole point of when Paul Hogan did the Australia tourism ad back in the 80s, I think it was either the 70s or the 80s. And his line was, "Oh, come on, come down. I'll slip another shrimp on the barbie for you." It was a prawn. It was putting a prawn on there, like the whole, like, again, yeah. Just brought a whole bunch. Hang on, just bought a whole bunch of fish because hang on. Oh, right. I say, what? My short abbreviation is called the lamb. So yeah, so because you got a butt ton of coins, right? As long as the head is off, I'll eat it. Yeah. I don't know why you eat the head. Like, the only good part about the head of a prawn is to scare your cousins. Oh, I was deviant. See, and this is my point. Like, you can barely see what I'm doing. Get back into the center of the camera. If only I had like a laser sighting that I had on my camera. It's like, this is where it's pointing. Be there. But there was one Christmas way back when, I think it was 12 or 13 or something, maybe a bit younger. We had prawns, because every good Aussie barbie, every good Aussie Christmas barbecue has prawns. You have to have prawns. If you don't eat prawns, then, well, the prawns are still going to be there, but you just can't have them. You can look at them, but you can't have them, because you know you're going to perish. And you take the head off the prawn, you take the tail off the prawn, and you do all the things to get the good stuff of the prawn. And yeah, you what am I doing? I need this. I'll put everything into here today. But I'll take the head off the prawn, and you can actually pinch the bottom of its mouth and open its mouth and go meow 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 meow. And I was just freaking my cousin out. Like, stop it! And like, wah, 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 wah. Christmas barbecue, what an interesting concept. A white Christmas is an interesting concept for us. I think we've had, the closest to a white Christmas we've had over here was just absolutely raining cats and dogs and like thunderstorm and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, this is the closest to a cold Christmas we've ever had. It's always been hot. Always had a hot, stinking summer Christmas. I wouldn't have it any other way. Get all this time off to do stuff with the family and friends on a nice 32-degree day. Or get your togs and thongs on and sit around the barbie talking to Nan about what she's going to do in the new year. or what you're going to do in the new year. When you get a bit older, you can have a few beers, a few bears. Yes. Well, I'm going to go. Hang on, I'm going to go play Fall Guys by myself, but I'm still watching and listening. Well, thank you for the lurk, Jan. It's very much appreciated, and I hope you get some crowns. I hope you get some crowns, man. I've only got one since I played it. I was like, yeah, okay, I got one. That's enough. That is more than enough, thank you. Okay. So that was the... Oh, we need mushroom too. I'm gonna dice up some mushrooms. See, I thought I was worried that I wasn't gonna have enough time between getting the fillings prepped and having the dough rest before we roll it out. Nah, of course not. Ah! Bring out your dad! So just a quick shot for this. So I was thinking, like, yeah, I'm gonna have this for lunch. I'm gonna have gyoza for lunch, but I'm gonna have it for dinner as well. Could also leave it at one mushroom. I might leave it at one mushroom for this one. That was a big mushroom. It was a big one. Now this one's not going to combine and stick together as much as the pork, because, well, obviously the pork is minced, and these are still whole. So the recipes I saw online for the prawn gyoza was you blitz it, so you put it in the food processor and blitz it up. But the ones I've had through the supermarket, they use it's whole, so there's whole prawns in there. I didn't put the seasonings in there. No seasonings in there. Let's get the seasonings in there, shall we? So these ones are actually going to be really difficult to mix together unless I don't want to, but I can. I can put a thickening agent in there, so I could put what's it called? What's it called? It's called corn flour, or flour in general. That's a quarter of a teaspoon. I'll use 2 of these. Because that's not the one I wanted, it's this one here. Half a teaspoon. I just grabbed the nearest teaspoon, the nearest spoon that was near me and gone, that will do. Hey, that looks like a half a teaspoon. No, it's a quarter of a teaspoon. You dunce, TC. You goon. What are you doing? You fool. You foolish fool. Nope, that's the wrong lid. There we go. Then we'll get the garlic and the ginger back out. Tiny little... I was just about to put that back in the drawer. Ew. What am I doing? I actually... There we go. Beautiful. That's beautiful. I might consider putting maybe a small sprinkle of flour into this, just to help thicken it up, make it a bit more easy to work. Yep. So there is, yeah, I might actually do that. I know it's going to be a bit of sacrilege in a sense, but I think it's going to work out. I do want this to be a little bit of a paste. Yeah, the roasted sesame seed, just so good. There we go. Might grab another little bit of flour. There we go. Oh. Oh, there we go. Now we've got a little bit of a paste going. Perfect. Look at that. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Put a little bit more in there. And that's enough. Put the scoop away. Put the scoop down! Ah. Oh, get it back in there. Cheeky little prawn. Alright. So now, I will wash my hands. Wash my hands. I will clean the bench a bit because I don't want to be rolling out this flour or this dough. And have prawns and beef and shallots or spring onions or green onions. So that's the other crazy thing too. So most other places call them shallots or green onions, and we call them spring onions. So cultural diversity is weird and amazing. I love it. Well, same as corn flour as well. So everybody, I don't think it's everywhere else, but most other places it's corn starch. Because yeah, we had to go down that that little dilemma with Camel that day. We need this much corn flour. Oh, okay, I've got this stuff. It's good for tortillas. No, that's not what that's not what we're using today. We're not making tortillas. We're making lamingtons. Would have been an interesting concept, to say the least. I'll say you use the corn flour instead of the actual flour, so much like replacing all-purpose flour with rice flour, or I'm trying to think of another flour out there that you can use to try and get a gluten-free result. Can't think of any. Usually just corn flour or rice flour. Probably another flour out there that you can use. Should have a gluten-free day. I mean, I've made gluten-free cookies in the past. That was gluten-free and vegan cookies. That was a very interesting concept. Finding out what it is and using a flaxseed egg. Crazy. Still tasted good though. Also find out that dark chocolate is vegan. That's a big revelation for me. It's like, wait a minute, I thought chocolate was chocolate. Like, they're good for vegan. No, apparently dark chocolate has got that much. It doesn't have any milk. There's no actual milk in it. It's just straight cocoa. Oh, very interesting. Interesting development. Okay. Do I have a small rolling pin? Actually, a very good question. I got my big one. I think that's going to be a bit overkill, to be honest. I have to duck out to the spare bedroom for a quick bit. Have a look in my do I? No, I don't have one in here. This is all. That's all food colorings in there. I know I do have a small one. I've got a small, tiny little rolling pin that I can use. Because the next size up is going to be this bad boy. I mean, I could use the side. I'll do that for now. If it's starting to get a problem, I'll just duck off stream and... Or duck off camera and not duck off stream. I haven't made the Gyoza yet. Like, I don't want to sort of leave people hanging. Okay, come on. This was, yeah, I know what this one was. This was the bad cut of Glad Wrap. All right. So, what am I looking over there? Didn't get a win yet? Ah, damn. There's always next time. This is what I was talking about. Still cabbage. Come on, cut. That's about 2 centimeters. There. And then roll into balls. Now the other thing I need to do too is grab a new tea towel for this. It hates you. What hates me? I'll grab a new tea towel for this, as much as I don't want to. We're going to damp a tea towel and use it to help it not dry out. I think it should be fine, but I'll do it just in case. Just in case. Because you didn't want it to cut. No, I just wasn't cutting hard enough. That's what it is. Oh, my equipment loves me. So I take good care of it. Damn. Ooh. Damn tea towel. And that can sit in the corner there-ish. There we go. I'll grab my other tea towel and use that as my drying tea towel. Easy. I feel like I should... I've thought about investing in a hook that goes on my... Is this going to be problematic? Oh my gosh, food! Hey Ultima! Welcome in! Yes, we are cooking food today. We're making gyoza! Sounds like a bit of Undertale. I can actually tell you what it is. Let me have a look and see what's playing at the moment. It's Snowden. You were absolutely correct. How you doing today? How goes the food stuff? It's actually going pretty chill, man. We've just mixed up our pork filling and our prawn filling. We have made our dumpling or our gyoza wrappers. We're currently getting on to turn them into gyoza shells or gyoza wrappers. But how have you been? How you doing? How have you been since the last time I saw you, which was last night or yesterday? I feel like I should have a command to show people where gyoza. The reason I just said gyoza is because I didn't want to say pork and or prawn. So even putting it in the Discord too. So putting it in the schedule. Like wait, if I word it like this, it sounds like I'm going to be making pork and prawn like together. That would be an interesting combination, but still not too good. Still not too good. Excuse me. What was I saying? Yeah, I should make a command for what's it called? What music's playing? But, it was a remix of Undertale. So if you go to YouTube and you search Game Chops, there should be a live playlist that they're doing, and that's what I use. I use that for most of my streams because it is streamer friendly. It has some absolute bops on it. And yeah, that's pretty much it, really. got good music. It's free. It's safe to use, so you're not going to get DMCA'd. So, all right. So now we're going to a wee bit of flour, and then we're going to roll this out. Top as well, shouldn't I? It's gonna be really thin, to be honest. Amber's back. So you burnt yourself. To be fair, it wasn't the oven. How did you burn yourself? Amber! We sent you oven mitts. Okay, so where's my cutter? Might have to... Oh no, it's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Bam. There we go. Yours a shell. Boiling water. Damn it, Amber. What are we going to do with you? So... How are we going to keep these? No, ooh. How about I just slip them into a Ziploc bag? Might work. So yeah, the oven mitts would have made it worse, maybe. That is a good point. That is actually a very good point. So probably a good thing you weren't wearing the oven mitts while doing that. So look at that. They're so thin and so delicate. Oh. This is going to be a fun, interesting concept. Okay. Next one. I hope it's gonna make enough for me. I mean, I could reuse the scrap dough to sort of make more. There's always that. No! One thing I hate about rolling stuff out, whether it be fondant, whether it be dough, is when one edge sticks and then it starts lifting up and you get that little pinch roll. So when you're done cooking, you'll share with us, right? Of course! Of course, what kind of a host would I be if I didn't share, eh? You do all have your virtual headsets and stuff connected in, right? Can you please just get in there? There we go. You do have your virtual headsets on, right? Heck yeah, perfect. Perfect. Yeah, we'll cook it up. Once we're ready, get it all ready for you, and then you just gotta get yourself set up. And then I'll get you all fed. Good. No, I did it again. Then, I think I need to roll it out more than what it is. These make good food, delicious cookies. Yes, Amber is actually the first person to receive a handmade cookie by TC. By me. That's because the cookie I sent her is and was developed to be sent long distances without spoiling. So, but to be quite honest, I've really wanted to do everything that makes it look so delicious. Thank you, guys. I do my best. Yeah, my specialty is more cakes. I prefer his buns. Ooh. Ooh. You're not the first person to say that, would you? You're not the first person to say that. I do a lot of squats at work. I'm glad that the dividends are paying off. Because, for context, all right. So when I say I do a lot of squats, seriously, so my oven down here is about the height of the bottom oven at work. So I have to squat down all the time to pick the stuff up. And when I come back up, I'm carrying like a 10-kilo tin of bread. So you can imagine that. I have to squat down, lift up 10 kilo, down again, lift up 10 kilo, down again, lift up 10 kilo. I need something special, by the way, something real special to happen right now. What are you trying to? If I can do I'm trying to think of other poses. I'm not wearing the right shirt to have done that pose, I know, but I will watch it one day, and I'll learn the poses.
Eternal and Bear would like a tour of your fridge.
Oh, would she now? Hey, Emma! What a perfect time to come in. Now pose with your butt out in squat mode. Yeah, you happy? Oh, I'm glad I could please you. Okay. Update: after spending 30 minutes with IT, I still can't take calls, email. Hang on. You can't take calls. Emails it is. Let me just gotta go now. Apologizing for leaving so soon. Have an epic cooking stream. Bye! Well, thank you for sticking by for as long as you did. thanks for popping in. I hope that whatever your endeavors are for the rest of your day, night, evening, time zone, they go swimmingly and go really well. So yeah, have a good one. So we are doing fridge tour. So I know what Amber wants. Nope. Okay, Titch, zoom in.
Zooming in.
All right, so I'm glad to tell everybody, I'm glad to show everybody, I have stuff in my freezer now. Stuff is in the freezer. So I've got a whole bunch of dragon fruit. So let me, is that going to be, I think that's back there. So actually I have frozen dragon fruit that I got as backup for the cooking battle last week. Because if I couldn't find pink dragon fruit, I had the pink dragon fruit frozen, ready to go. I've got all my meats. These are the pork chops I was telling everybody about. So I ordered medallions and they gave me these. The big old pork chop. I have food, yes! Also got corn cobs. I was going to use them for the cooking stream. Or the bake-off, sorry, the cook-off. But they were too big. And I forgot. And I got all my frozen peas and corn. Cheese, obviously. Because what kind of fridge tour is it if I don't have cheese? Am I right? And then obviously I've got the one painting still up. TC lives to another day. Lives for another day. Yes. So yeah, we've got eggs. I've got the tomato berries. I wanted to eat these. Some of them are going a bit funky, but these are tomato berries. These are tomatoes. They're as small as berries. Look at it. It's adorable. Absolutely great for bentos. I've got a wheel of cheese that I need to eat. I've got all my sodas, my fancy sodas. I'm never going to drink these, by the way. Let it be known to the land that I am never going to open these. These are going to stay in my fridge forever. This is like 5 years old. This is 5 years old. There's some more cheese at the back here. Sneaky ricotta. Oh. Oh. There's also some fat and some barbecue sauce. There's some pork that we used today. I'll wrap that up proper after stream, if I remember. More cocktail prawns. Tiny prawns. There's some pesto, some basil pestos at the back, some Dijonnaise, and my umeboshi paste. Umeboshi puree. These are what we're using today. Some ham behind there as well. Cheese. More cheese. Blueberries. Now look at the size of these blueberries. Compare it to my thumb. Look at the size of those blueberries. Let's see if I can... Oh, I'm too close. Look at these blueberries! Ah! Turn the light off. Whoops. Fish on holidays? Nice. Little baby tomato. Yeah, baby tomatoes. There's more cheese in the back there as well. More cheese. There's always cheese. There's some ham, some mushrooms. This is fancy cheese right here. Whoa. Look at this cheese. English red Leicester. Whoa, good cheese. I have some minus 196 that Davy Baby was drinking last week. He's also got some passion fruit sour beer, which I'm not keen on trying. This is the pork mix, lettuce mix, green beans, some beers. I got raspberries. These Gatorades are for tomorrow because, as I mentioned before, I'm donating blood tomorrow, and I want to make sure that I am in top physical and mental form, so I don't pass out again. I've got some mayos, I've got some stock, my beetroot. TC's a cheese man, I am cheese man. So I've got some kofa, I've got butter, cream cheese, butter. It's really bright, isn't it? Oh. Nice. This is the ginger we're using before. I've got my apple cider pinot noir, which I still haven't drunk. Soy sauce, lemon juice, lime juice, garlic, balsamic dressing, Japanese kontatsu sauce, fish sauce, soy sauce. This soy sauce needs to go. There's nothing left of it. I don't know why I'm holding on to it. I got my filtered water because I'm bougie as all get out. Still got this. So I got this when I was on my time off, so my week off. I don't know what it's all about. I'm a little bit afraid to try it now. You have more condiments than me. I guess half of them they're half full. I need to fill them back up. Or update part 2. Emails don't work either. Oh, it sounds like it's going to be an early day, Talis. It sounds like it's going to be an early day. We have this soda, the god-awful chocolate-covered maple smoked bacon soda. Maybe I might do that as a bad redeem. Like an expensive redeem. I got ginger beer. I don't know why I've got ginger beer still. I have cider. I have teriyaki sauce, sweet chili sauce, my okonomiyaki sauce, which I'm not sure how long that's actually going to last. I might actually, if I don't use it today, I might get rid of that soon. And I've also got the kimchi as well. And that is the fridge. No. Cable. And there's chat. Hi, Jack. Wow. Titch. Zoom out.
Zooming out.
There we go. So there was the fridge. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. Pull up my pants stance. Let's get back to what we were actually doing. We were rolling dumpling parcels out. But yes, I actually did go shopping. That bacon is for you. 4 years, Ma? 4 years? Try more. How long have I been here? The soda, yeah. How long have I been here? Because I think you gave that to me when I moved in. Or close to when I was here. That's 2017. Ugh. Yeah, it's old. Yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared to even try it now. It's just in there as a joke. It's a joke. Just after my surgery. Oh. Okay. That is a while. 2017. Oh, okay. So that was the first time I went to Japan. Yeah. I was here then, yeah. And that was about a year or two up? Yeah. You ate too many grapes. Oh no. Yeah, you're all full of grapes. Oh no, I must depart. I don't have a charger for my phone. It's on 2%. Oh no. Well, thank you for sticking by for as long as you did, Ember. It's always great to see you in here. Go get your phone charged. Go get some food. Go get some dinner. Go relax and have a great afternoon, evening, night. And yeah, thanks for being an awesome person. Okay, just remember that. If you're still on by the time I get home, I'll be back. Don't rush. Don't rush. Take your time, and you're awesome. Okay, have a good one. But, gotta find out what Works wants me to do. I may have to go to the office. Oh, okay. So now I understand what's going on. I thought you actually went to the office and you were having trouble at the office. Time changes soon, so I'll be able to chat with you more. How soon is daylight savings, actually? That's actually a very good question, because I know daylight savings is going to be soon. Is it end of September? It's around grand final time, so I think it's the end of September. So yeah, look out for that. I'll obviously let everybody know what's going on in Discord. October. Oh, okay. It was September for some reason. But yeah, I'll obviously let everybody know on Discord what's going on, but because of daylight savings, I think times now start to not overlap, but instead of me starting, I think, what is it? So instead of me starting where I am now, I start an hour earlier, and then when your time changes, I start 2 hours earlier. So I think that's how it works. So it's a drastic shift. So yeah, it's not just 1 hour, it's 2 hours in the one direction. But I lied, it's November for me, but soon enough. Yeah, but for us, we'll have October, so it will change once, and then when your time comes around, it'll change again. Yes, you are. It's a fun little game, isn't it? If you don't have the list of songs that are actually playing, it's just like, oh, what's this one? There used to be a music show here in Australia called Spicks and Specks, and it was aptly named Spicks and Specks because of the Bee Gees song of the same name. And one of the things they would have, oh, what was it? One of the segments that have on the show is they would get either, I don't want to say a band, but they would get somebody in that plays a very unique instrument or a unique play style. So let's say they got some traditional Aboriginal sort of folk, not so much folk, but like musical instrument players. So they have didgeridoo and they'd have all that other kind of stuff. And then they would play songs like what we're hearing at the moment, or they would play something like AC/DC or Leonard Skinner or something like that, and the contestants would have to guess what they're playing by what they're what they're playing when they're playing it. I slept very late. Oh no! Hi from Firefox. Ooh. I'm out here guessing. Yeah, you could just jump onto the Game Top's YouTube page and just look at it, but more fun. More fun to guess. I know this one. But how are we doing, Sarah? The wonderful, ever so sweet, adorable Sarah Lou. I dare say my favourite Canadian. Oh no! I poked the camera. Why? There we go. Okay, so what's our thought at the moment? Do we think that we get all the rappers done? You're full of flour. I know, right? Want to see something fun? I hope that caught on camera. Yeah. And I'm heading to guild missions. Ah, okay. Just stopping in to say hi and then jumping out. And you don't light a match at the same time? Nah. So, well, this is going to be really hard. It might just be whatever I use here, to be honest. So let us roll out another. I'm thinking we get all the rappers done, and then. So what I'll do is, here's actually a good plan. Slip that. Oh, I feel sure. Yes, I must go. Too many voices. Too many voices all at once right now. Not a problem. Not a problem. Thank you for popping in and saying hi. I hope that your guild missions go wonderfully and great and awesome. And yeah, I hope to talk to you soon. It's very much appreciated for the work. Thank you, Sarah. You're an absolute gem. You know that? Alright, let's
Sarah Lou has requested you hydrate.
Again, looking out for my best interest. What an absolute gem. Cheers, Sarah. Because I'm going to get into a state of...
Oh, okay.
Because I'm going to get into a state of hyper-focus real soon. And I am going to neglect everything. Like, I'm not going to eat, I'm not going to drink, I'm not going to do anything. It's just like, get everything folded. Here's what's happening. It's all happening, people. Okay, and then I'll probably just pinch this, put it onto a couple of other ones. Just like so. Alright, then we roll these to the balls. Okay, I can see what's going on here. And I need to fix that real quick. So I've got too much of the, what do you call it? Corn flour on my hands. So we'll have to hope for the best. I'm going to give my hands a quick wash here. Yeah, I got too much corn flour on my hands, so when I'm rolling them up, I'm actually just sort of pinching the edges. Not so much pinching the edges, but I'm dusting the outside and then rolling it around. So I'm just getting a big old mess. I'm just making a big old mess at the time. So now I've got fresh hands. Should work a bit better now. It was a little bit better. That had a bit of a corn flour on the base of it. Maybe it's because I've got corn flour on the base. Let's try this one. Give that a bit of a roll. Let's see what happens. It feels good, but then... Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Come on. Yeah, it's not too bad. Just hope for the best for the other ones. That's all we can do. Just hope for the best. They'll roll out fine. Yeah. Another there. Honestly, I probably should have cut them all up at once. Cut them all up at once, roll them out at once. Would have worked out a bit better. But I thought I'd take it in take turns. Yeah. I've only got one rolled out. The other one's still sitting there wrapped up. It's not going to dry out or anything. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't roll on the flour. I'm already having trouble as it is. What do we think we start with first? I'm thinking we start with the pork. Start with the pork first. And then go on to the prawn. And then I actually don't know the proper technique for doing the folding. I might have to pull the website back up and check out what their deal is. Check out what their telepop is. Oh. Come on, roll up better. Roll up better. There. Not quite, but there.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, yes. Hello. Hi there, Ethan. How we doing? How have you been? I'll just open that back up a little bit. Alright, so let's hope for the best when I roll this out. Should be fine. Yeah, look at that. Just looks a little bit off because of how it is. Let me throw a bit more flour down. Hello! How's it going? Making a mess in the kitchen, are we? Well, if I wasn't making a mess, then I'm not having a good time. I always have to make a mess in the kitchen. Always. If I had a pristine kitchen, then people would think that I just bought this stuff from the store. Like, oh, check it out, I made this gyoza. You're gonna have to trust me on it, right? I'm doing quite well, actually. Doing quite well. I'm just a bit of a chill day today. Nothing too strenuous. I'm actually very happy with the fact that I've done... Although we're doing 2 different types of gyoza, we're making one thing. And I'm very happy about that because I usually make 2 things at once. So I make sure that I don't want to say pad out the stream, but I make sure that I've got enough to keep things going so I don't just sit there and... Yeah, I'm just sort of waiting for something to bake or to cool down or to set. What was that? Okay. What's gyoza? We'll wait till wait for that Titanic's bloody flute to go away. So gyoza is pretty much Japanese dumplings. So currently making the wrappers at the moment, and then what will happen after that is we've got some filling in the fridge. We've got some pork filling and we've got some prawn filling. We're going to... I played it, sorry. No, don't be. I'm just surprised it didn't... Because usually it pops up in chat who played the sound, but it's like, oh, okay. Usually that gets played when something sad happens. Or something comedically sad, like if I fall off the ledge. But prawn, that's an interesting choice. It's a delicious choice, is what it is. And the reason why is it so loud today? Beautiful. Or maybe because I've got my headset turned up nice and loud. That might be why. But yeah, the reason why I'm making prawn ones today is because I usually buy what's it called? Buy prawn gyoza from Aldi, and yeah, I just had the thought one day. I'm not supposed to thought. I was watching other people make gyoza, and it's like, oh wait a minute, I could make gyoza. And prawn gyoza is delicious. So why don't I just do that? So yeah. Speaking of the Titanic, did you see someone found bits of it 4,000 feet underwater? In the same spot, or turn your headset up? Well, what I do is I make sure my headset is somewhat nice and loud so I can hear stuff like Titch and the sound alerts. And then I turn down the music that you can hear. So I for my end, I can actually mute the music on my end. So I can hear no music, I'm just in complete silence, but you guys can hear the bops and jams. But I want to listen to the bops and jams as well. But I also don't want it to be... Good job, thank you. Thank you. Well, it's in better quality. Oh, okay. So it's sort of preserved bits and pieces. Okay. No, I didn't hear that. This is, it's not really something that... Nani? What's going on? We're playing with my sound alerts, are we? Making sure the lurkers are awake, eh? I've actually thought about not so much taking away some sound effects, but making them, implementing them differently into the stream. But that would mean that you'd have to. Well, I mean, I could always make the channel. I was going to say make it channel points, but then I could also make the channel points cheap, so more people. It's accessible for more people. But also don't want much stuff to be full of everything. So I don't have red blue. I have pink and green mar. And you don't put exclamations between each of them. I think you just do green pink. So the green pink or pink green. No exclamation in between, just the two of them together. I haven't sat down and got all the color combos down yet. Alright, so it's going to be green pink. Oh! I shut down now. Gotta make sure nothing falls down. Oh. Sorry. There is one sound I want to play, but I don't have bits. I have a feeling I know what. What sound that is. It's a favorite one. There we go. There we go. Cooking upside down. This is how we usually. Yeah. So that's actually turning the filters off. Actually, turn the filters off. It's not putting the filter on, it's turning them off. But yeah, I love this color combo. I think I need to implement a few more of these soon. Down under, yeah. Down in Australia's. As you live in the land down under, yes, yes. I live in the southern hemisphere. I love the fact that everybody just associates the whole upside down with Australia. Like, yeah. Did you ever think that South America is in the southern hemisphere as well? Why are you calling the police on me? Because I'm spitting facts. I'm spitting the truth. Can you not handle the fact that there's other countries that live in the southern hemisphere? Like, oh, what? But I think it's funny. I am mad. I'm mad.
Nice, nice.
Dinks. That's big enough. I'm getting more comfortable with not rolling it out as much, which I'm glad. So I don't want these too thin, and then when I'm folding them and doing all the stuff, the filling doesn't just burst out the sides. Oh no. Oh no. Not bursting out the sides. It's dusty. I'm gonna have to give my kitchen a bloody sweep. Give it a sweep and a mop after this. Flour everywhere. So much flour. There we go. I think that's actually going to be it. That's it for the parcels. Or the wrappers. Woo! Woot! Flour tornado. Oh, I wish I could whip up a tornado with the flour. Like, whoa! Get a tornado going. That'd be so fun. Okay. Let me put this aside for now. Let's clean up some mess here. I'm gonna plop this to the side. I don't want to waste this as per se, but it's gonna be too hard to mix back together again, so I might have to do something to implement that. Alrighty. Cover this up so I don't get any more flour anywhere. And that can go on the top here. Alright. Do it over this side. Yep. Perfect. Yep. I'm still waiting for the stream where you go, here's something I made earlier. I don't know what I could do for that. It'd have to be something that takes about 2 hours to make, but then 4 hours to set, I think. I think that's how I'm gonna ever pull off one of those streams. There's no way known I would... I feel like I would rob everybody if I were to just turn around and go, no, we'll go Gyoza today. It's just like, I made all this Gyoza. And here's something I prepared earlier. It's like, then why did you make it? Why couldn't you just show it? Yeah, it's because it's used. It's a used counter. Ooh. They've had a lot of stuff here. They've cut a lot of stuff. They've put the chopping board here. It's just faded. That's all it is. The laminate is faded. I thought about repainting it as well, but I don't know what color. Not sure what color. Used by a professional. Thank you. Thank you. You think I'm a professional? I mean, I am a professional, but it's still beside the point. Let me just give the let's give the camera a bit of a wipe down this flour all over the place. So I always do say that. It's like, how can you consider somebody as a professional? And for the most part, yeah, it's professional baker. Yeah, professional baker, professional pastry cook.
Hello there.
Oh, hello there. But yeah, like what determines somebody as a professional? And my thing is always if you get paid for it. But then I don't know if that's actually a proper classification for it, because if you think about it, I can't call myself a professional streamer. Look, people drop subs and drop bits and do all that kind of awesome stuff that they don't need to do. But I wouldn't consider myself a professional because I don't really do it as a full-time job. There's still a lot I can learn about this platform. There's still some stuff that I need to develop better to be, in my mind, considered a professional streamer. But if we go by the logic of what I said before, like because I'm a professional baker, because I work as a baker and people pay me to be a baker, but I think it's also experience too. Like if you've been doing it for X amount of years, then you could consider yourself a professional. But I don't know. But you count someone as a professional if they make the thing for others and get paid. Yeah. But so if I were to just stumble into a bakery and go, I'm working here now. I'm working here now. I've got no training, no qualifications, no nothing. I don't know how to do any of this stuff. I'm gonna make bread. And you make the bread. Sure, it might be bad, it might be terrible, it might be good. You get paid for it. Would you still consider them a professional? I wouldn't, because there's no qualifications behind them. Like, they're just stumbling by. There's somebody who's going to do the job a lot better, who's been doing it for, say, 10 years. Yeah. Didn't even realize there's a mute button on mobile on the streams. Yeah, they've updated a lot of stuff on mobile, which is really cool. I'm actually quite happy about it because one of the things is it shows you how long they've been live for. And I'm quite happy about that because for the longest time, a lot of people are going, exclamation uptime, how long have you been live for? And you've got people that ask, how long have you been live for? And you just have to go, how long have I? Okay, yeah, I've been live for this long. But now they can just tap on the screen and bam, it tells you how long they've been live for. It's like, it's perfect. Absolutely perfect. It's not that I don't like answering the question, how long have you been live for? It's just, there should be something somewhere that says it's been live somewhere. But I think it would also, I think it would be also with the experience, you could be classed, you'd be classed with being a professional. Yeah, that's sort of my thing there. Like, if you have, it's just really is just a grey area. Like, what is classified as professional? Like, I guess you said you could have someone that's new to the job or someone that has 10 years experience in the trade and know the ins and outs of it. Perfect VHS, I know, right? It's the 90s. Okay, so I need to grab it. There's my cup. Where's my paintbrush? There's my paintbrush. A little bit of water. So now what we're going to do is grab a bit of filling. A bit too much. Hopefully that's not too much. We all see what's going on? I think that might be a bit too much, actually. So... it's this way. Yeah, we think that's looking pretty good. We think... I think I might need to... sort of crouch. I don't want to, because as soon as I start mucking around with your legs, you're going to be hard to get back to... Can I turn you as well? Sort of, maybe. I think that's pretty close to what we're after. Want the folds, want all the stuff there. Yeah. Maybe. I'll put that aside. I think that's pretty close. So vintage everything commercial. Vintage everything commercial. Like I said, a professional sports player, they're professional because they're good at it and get paid for it. Well, yeah. Like I said, I think there's different classifications. Like, all right, I would say my definitive definition of a professional would be the combination of years experience and whether or not they get paid. Like, you can have somebody, let's say someone who's good at crochet, someone who's good at a good seamstress or something, and they don't get paid for it, but they have done it that long that it's just absolutely amazing and immaculate. They do it for fun, like cosplayers. So cosplayers you could conceive as professional cosplayers because they've been doing it for so long, get paid for the shoots and get paid to do this stuff, but they're not actually getting paid to be a seamstress or getting paid to be a patchworker or something. I'm trying to think of, is seamstress like more of a feminine title? I don't know, but regardless. But they're not getting paid as being a seamstress. They're getting paid as being a cosplayer. So they're not a professional seamstress, they're a professional cosplayer. And that's it. I don't know, it's weird. There isn't a distinct definition of professional, but people have opinions of what it could be. Exactly. But, sorry, bad internet whilst driving. I'm back in-house now so I can talk. Nice. But I'm a little worried that you're using internet in the car while watching me. I'm flattered, but please, stay safe. We're just having the debate on professionalism and what it means to be a professional. But, yes. Now my comparison with this is why Jamie Oliver, why is Jamie Oliver out there as a professional, but you could have the same experience and not be known as that. So Jamie Oliver is not. I wouldn't say Jamie Oliver would be a professional chef. He's been recognized as a professional. I wouldn't say being recognized as a professional chef. He is a professional chef. He's done the years, he's done the training, he's getting paid to do the job. He's just gone into a different avenue of hospitality. He's gone into the entertainment side. So he's, and that's why he's been put into the limelight in a sense, because he's that's what he's wanting to do. I wouldn't say that he's any different than anybody else. Like he shouldn't be listed as better than anyone. It's the same as Ramsey. Like Ramsey's been doing it for years, but because he's in the limelight, he's gone into the professional, or the the entertainment aspect of hospitality. He's seen in a different light. There's no way I would discourage or discredit any professional chef who isn't in the entertainment industry as not being a professional. No way, no. I don't know if I'm doing this right, but I hope I am. So did the mushroom... Hang on. So you did a mushroom and now a Gyoza commercial. I guess, yeah. A 90s Gyoza. Yo, man! I just came from this awesome country called Japan. They have these things called Gyoza, man. Dude, it's epic, alright? They steam it, they fry it, they dip it in this sauce, man. It's absolutely divine. You should really check it out, dude. I could also say you're doing professional baking for entertainment. That is true, but not on the same scale as, say, what's Cake Boss's name? The guy who's Cake Boss. And, I'm sure there's other professional, or there's other bakers and stuff on the tally, on the YouTubes and stuff, but I just can't think of their names because I'd say bakers and pastry cooks don't get the same. Zumbo! That's who I'm thinking of. Zumbo. Adriano Zumbo. I don't think I'm folding this properly. A dumpling made with love. Yes, my car is old, but 100% has internet and laptop with work access. Oh, really? I mean, I just use my phone for the internet, but that's awesome. And when I say it's old, it's a 1932 Dustenberg SJ. Oh, wow. That is old. Get yourself a nice vintage car. Post it in the Discord. I want to see it. I want to see your car. Show me them there car pics. Not the level of Jamie Oliver, but my opinion, I would rather watch you rather than Jamie Oliver. Yeah, and that's where like I always spruik as well with you. It all comes down to opinion. Like if you don't like this person, yeah. I'm flattered that you would prefer to watch me than somebody else, but yeah. Maybe I can get a nice Titch. Zoom in. Zoom in.
Zooming in.
I want to pull out the site again because I want to see if I'm doing the technique right. This is pretty much what you do. Like you sort of pinch and folding, and you get this little pattern on the top, and then sometimes they sort of do that as well. Whoop. So there's no there. But, Buddy Ballestro. Ah, Buddy. That's, yeah, Buddy. Buddy. Yep, he's Cake Boss. I love watching Cake Boss with all the wacky cake ideas. I hated Cake Boss. Let me tell you why I hated Cake Boss. For the fact that, look, a lot of the stuff was staged, in my mind. And then the one that got me to just crawl back into my neck with cringe was he makes a wedding cake for his cousin. Of course it's his cousin. But he makes a wedding cake for his cousin. It's a 7-tier red velvet cake. Red velvet cake is a very soft and delicate cake. He makes a 7-layer cake. And then he zooms, the cameraman goes, oh, what's going on here? And stuff like that. And he zooms into the base layer of the cake, which I think was about a 17-inch round cake. And the thing was ballooning. Absolutely just bulging. Like, this was dummy thick. Now, you thought my squats were pretty impressive. Like, this thing was caked up in all forms. And they're just like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? And I'm looking there, it's like, put some structure in your cake. Get some pillars. Get a pillar in there to support the other layers. That's why your cake's ballooning. You're gonna get this cake to the you're gonna get the cake to the venue, and it's just the first 5 layers are gonna be squished into the bottom. You're gonna have 3 layers of pancake cake. You're a professional. You own a business. But yes, it is very jazzy Metroid music. It's great. Why is Titch zoomed in? Because I want to show you guys the process of what I'm doing. I mean, you can see it in the top corner, but I want sort of people to see my madness here. I should probably do the. I mean, unless you can't really see what I'm doing. If you can't really see what I'm doing, then let me know and I'll zoom back out. But I'll do a little bit of zoom in. Yeah. Where does Jamie Albert ever cook with a live chat or a custom-made Titch? Well, I mean, so he doesn't have Titch because, well, Titch is mine and I developed him and made him myself. Live chats, he's an older style chef, so one thing to take away from like live streaming cooking and stuff, there was a we missed your facial expression with that rant about the Cake Boss. Well, that's why I put my hands here and did the thing here so you can see my hands. But I'll do a little bit more here and then I'll zoom back out so you can see my face. I thought everybody came here for the food, not for me. Why would you come here for me? Like, food, guys, food. Food. Have you seen? I've been told about it. I've thought about watching it, but it's just a bit of a. I don't know. I just have that feeling. I know it's just going to be a long, drawn-out, like half-hour episode of, is it cake? And then it cuts away to what should be ads, but wait a minute, we're on Netflix. We don't have ads. But yeah, you want to be a daytime television show, but Netflix got the contract, and Dumplings. Titch. Zoom out.
Zooming out.
There we go. Yeah, but without you, without you on the stream, the food wouldn't get made. Well, I'm still on the stream, but why would you want to look at me when you can look at the food? Like, food. Come here for the food, not for the man making it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we just pulled the work. Thanks for the work. Stuck around and look at both. I mean, that's why I got this up here. But yeah. Look, there is a way that I could have both going on, but that would be... I'd have to change all my layouts and how the cameras... So I'd have to sort of cut off a section of the stream here, so you might not be able to see the fridge. I'm not talking to the food, am I? You made me close. I read that too late, because I was going to go, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. It's me! Not only that, like, I want to play video games at the moment, but I haven't even watched any anime this season. Just absolutely nothing. There's so many good ones out there. Yo! Oh. That's Kenda's Twitch. Kenda's Twitch 2022. Welcome to the Shark Tank. I hope you enjoy your stay here. How are you doing? Welcome in. Have you had Gyoza before? And if so, how am I doing? How am I doing with my my Gyoza parceling, wrapping abilities? Because I don't think I'm doing too good. It's looking the part. It's looking pretty nice, but yeah. I feel like I could do better. Ah! So it's going to be like that, Kenda. It's going to be like Kenda. It's going to be like that, Kenda, eh? You're going to come in here, you're going to drop a follow, which is very much appreciated, and then you're going to just... All the food's ruined. All the food's ruined now. Look at the fugu. The fugu. Let him go. He's going to get the food. He's going to get it. I kid. I kid. I ain't mad. I ain't mad. But I hope you're having a wonderful day, a wonderful time zone. Yeah. Fish want the food. Yeah, the fish do want the food. I wouldn't trust. Under the sea. I live under the water. Ah, yes. The deep blue. So wet. So majestic. A few moments later. That's the only part of the song I know. That's the problem. That's all I know of it. It's just under the sea. All right, so that is going to be all of my. That's going to be all of my pork ones. So I'm going to keep this aside and use this for something else. Can you add a filter to that? To give you a fishing rod. Might not be possible. For me personally, no. For the gaming stream, yes. Because I'm sitting in one spot. Did you see Twitch is experimenting with the edit tweet feature? No, I didn't. I'm actually a little bit scared about that. Anything that has to do with editing tweets? Come on. So let's stick this in the fridge for now because we're going to... I know it's probably going to dry it out, which I'm worried about. Can we... Why don't... This is why I don't have food in my fridge. I can't put the other food in when I got other food in there. Ah! Twitter. Yeah. Oh, Twitter.
JSDK 1 year has requested you hydrate.
Well, that I can do. Jeez, Ethan. Okay. Now we're going to do some prime ones. I'm gonna use that spoon. Got icky. It's already got stuff on it. Work update. Ooh, interesting. The issue has been escalated twice. Hey, it has been escalated twice. The second level is suspecting the new laptop I have to be balked. Is it the laptop though? This is a new laptop, like, how can the new laptop be balked? It's new. What? Can we all see what's going on? But move up a bit forward. Okay. But anyway, Kenda, hope you're having a wonderful day. Yeah, just gonna drop in and have a bit of a look. It's very much appreciated. I need another plate. I need another plate so I can put this stuff on. You know what I will do actually? I'm going to grab a third plate because I'm planning on. So I'll fry up half. So what you're meant to do is I'm going to fry up 4 of each. So I'm going to keep these in the fridge. Then I'm going to slowly wrap this, or loosely wrap it, should I say. And then this gets flash frozen, so we're going to throw that straight in the freezer. And this is what's going to keep it frozen. And then once we're done with these ones, we can put them in here as well. Alright! What did I do? You bonk on me. Why must you be so unkind? I think an edit tweet would be useful, just in case you're making a mistake with the tweet rather than having to delete the tweet and re-put it. But this feature would be a scary one. See, that's the point. Like, you going balked up with your tweet? No, start again. Editing just makes it so if in my mind, if somebody turns around and goes, I did this tweet, and it's very controversial and a very hot take, and not many people like it. Then they edit it and go, oh, wait a minute, I didn't actually say that, I said this. Look, there's probably a way that you can sort of go back and find out what it actually was. But I just sort of see this as like, no, I didn't actually say that, I actually said this. Because I remember hearing that they were thinking about doing that for text messages. So when you send a text message to somebody, but it would say edited. I mean, that is true. That is true. Because they were saying that for text messages as well. Like, you know, an edit text message feature. And my parents turned around and said, oh, well, that could be bad because I think so because like when they do investigations on people through their phones and stuff, they could just change it to say it's something else. But yeah, it would have a tag somewhere, but it may show the original tweet. Oh, that is, yeah. I think they would have to trial it. They'd have to trial it first before they actually implement it. Like, for it to be just complete retake. My hot thought on all of this is they're doing the same as what Discord is doing. So Discord you can edit your messages, and it has a little edited tag underneath, and you can delete your messages too. But yeah, I don't know. I don't use Twitter that much to have a strong opinion on it. They're in the trial phase as we speak. Ah, okay. Yeah, I don't use Twitter as much. I actually should have used Twitter this morning. Whoops. Yeah, I don't use Twitter that much. I'm scared of Twitter. I'm scared I'm gonna say something or post something. Again, like, so I can know, oh, mushrooms are awesome. Mushrooms are delicious. Get on mushrooms. And then the mushroom hater gang is gonna pop up and it's like, get this man off this platform! We don't stand mushrooms here. Get out! And then, and then would both be sad and very happy about the speed on which I get cancelled on Twitter. Is there a speedrun category for getting cancelled on Twitter? I'm a bad millennial. I don't use most social medias. Look, I don't use Facebook anymore because Twitter is probably the better place if you want to use Facebook for memes and other content. Instagram is best for like pictures and other memes. Facebook is pretty much just a stalk on old friends and family. Right? Oh, I used to go to high school with this boy. What's he up to these days? Oh, he's got a family. Nice. Or they interpret the wrong way and think you're talking about the drug. Yeah, exactly. TC, I thought you were family friendly. I thought you were PG-13. I thought you only let slip one little swear every now and again. I mean, we're all human, and you're live, so I can understand you dropping the F-bomb or the poopy word. But talking about liking drugs? Oh, no. I can't have that. I don't want that on my Christian Minecraft server. Yeah, I gave up Facebook a while ago because I just found it weird when I went to parties with people that I didn't see for a while. And I'd sort of say, oh, what have you been up to? And they go, oh, we went on a holiday over to, to Spain recently. They didn't actually, it's just an example. And I go, oh yeah, I saw that on Facebook. And then conversation is ended. Like, I know exactly what you did. I saw all your photos. I saw you went to this landmark. I saw you went to this. I saw you had a great time. You absolutely loved it and you want to go back there. I know all of your details already, okay? Conversation is null and void. That's it. So it's just like, I don't want this anymore. And I don't post on there as well. So when they say, oh, what have you been up to? I can turn around and say, oh, well, I've been doing this, this, and this. And they'll be like, ooh, I didn't know that. Like, yeah, I'm an enigma wrapped in mystery. But I'll also tell you exactly what's going on as well, so. But yes. They should limit the time for editing the tweets for that purpose. Yeah, that actually sounds like a better idea. So, maybe have you like a 6-hour grace period. So you got 6 hours to edit your tweet. So if you did a spelling error, you did something wrong, or people are misinterpreting it the wrong way, you've got 6 hours to rectify it. After 6 hours, that's it. You have to delete it. Oh, you do mushrooms, dude? So cool. Yeah, then I get the wrong people on my channel. It's like, yo, man, I dropped by your Twitter. Saw you love doing the old shrooms, man. Right on. I love having me a few shrooms in the afternoon. You know what I mean, dude? Yeah. It's like, no, get out. Facebook is literally for dad jokes and puns for me. Yeah, but then I could just go onto Google and search for the dad jokes. Really, like, I don't need to use Facebook. Well, it's interesting to see what people's marital statuses are, because if you know somebody who frequently gets married and divorced, it's like, Cheryl's on her third. But it's just hubby number 3. Oh, what happened to Daryl? I like Daryl. Oh, you slept with your sister? Okay, I hate Daryl now. Facebook is a boomer site, which is funny because the millennials developed it. Wasn't it supposed to be it was just supposed to be like a social platform for college students. I can't remember what the whole law on Facebook is. All I know is 2 people got screwed. Zuckerberg's an alien, and yeah, it's pretty much all I know. And the poking feature is gone. You can't poke people. It's called. That's right. It's Meta. It's Meta. It's always going to be Facebook. It's the same as like if MySpace were to ever change its name, it's still MySpace. Alright. It'd be like if Nintendo were to turn around and say, we're going to change our name. It's like, no, it's Nintendo. You've cemented your... It's done. It's the old book face. Hang on. Yeah, Facebook definitely shortened the conversation if you know what... Exactly, yeah. It's just like, I don't need to know what you've done anymore. Like, your life, I know it. I know what time you take your bins out. I know what you had for dinner last week. I know what restaurants you like to go to. I know that you want to try for a son, or you want to try for a child. I know everything about you. Poking feature was the best. Poking feature was butt. Poking feature was butt. Pretty much the poking feature, in my mind, all the poking feature was there for is if you're trying to have a conversation with somebody and they go silent, you just poke. It's like bumping. It's like bumping threads. Meta owns it, but it's still called Facebook. Ah, right. Yeah. So it's something that's been around for that long and is that widely known in the media. The amount of times you hear Facebook mentioned in movies these days, can you imagine? Could you imagine if Facebook were to shut down next year? It's the same as like Apple. Like if Apple or Samsung or all these brands that have been put into movies get shut down in the next couple of years, all the movies that had them in there, it's a rally. It's like when they showcase the Nokia 3315 in an old movie, in an old 2000s movie, or the Razr flip phone. I was trying to think of another one. The Nokia 3315 is just a myth these days. It's a myth. It's a legend. It's like it's something that millennials tell their children these days. Back in the year 1990, there was a wonderful device. A device that allowed us to communicate with anybody across the world. That fit in our pockets. It was not a pretty device to look at. No. But this was forged in the heart of a dying star. Harder than any steel. Stronger than any man. The Nokia 3315. Shut up, Granddad! Nana told us you never had one. Nana said you were poor. I still have my Nokia 3330, same range of phone, but even so slightly more powerful. Oh, like technologically, or I don't think anything is as physically strong as the 3315. 3315 was just it was tungsten steel. It was adamantium. It was diamondium. It was insert any form of mythical steel alloy. It just the fact that I've seen people throw their phone at brick walls, and all it did was just shatter the case. Look, let's be honest. Let's be honest. The phone was not strong. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it as a hot take. The phone was not a strong phone. It just had a very good design that whenever it was dropped, whenever it was thrown, or whenever it hit a hard object, the shell would shatter and break before the actual device. That's all it was. That's all it was. Now here's going to be the fun part, because I don't know which ones are which. I should have probably done something to determine which one was which, in all honesty. I'll let that sit in there and freeze. Let's start cooking some gyoza now, okay? Let's start cooking gyoza. we've been at it for how long now? Oh geez, nearly 3 hours, and we haven't even cooked one yet. What the crud? What the butt? The 3310, 3315, the 3330 were the same, except the internals and buttons were slightly different. So very close, very similar, but not quite. All right, so cooking the gyoza. So here is where I have this is where I've been cooking gyoza wrong. So we're going to add oil to the frying pan and cook the gyoza until the bottoms are golden brown. And then we're going to add 1/4 cup of water to the frying pan, cover, and then steam for 3 minutes, or until most of the water is evaporated from the pan. Then we're going to remove the lid, evaporate the last of the water, and then drizzle with a little bit of sesame oil around the pan. And we're going to cook uncovered until the gyoza is crispy and golden brown on the bottom. Now, what I've been doing is I've been steaming the gyoza first, then frying it. Didn't know there was the other way around. Didn't know that you fry it first, then you steam it, then you fry it some more. Titch? Stove camera on.
Activating stove camera.
Alright, so. Yep. And the oil of choice I'm using today is vegetable oil. So actually, the recipe says to use a like a neutral oil. So I think it was like vegetable oil, brand oil, or bran oil, like something that's got a neutral flavor. So olive oil's got a bit of a distinct flavor. So I should have done a different we should have parceled them different. Yeah, it is what it is. I've seen things of I've seen gyozas that are like triangles, but it'll be fine. I'll just try to remember where they are. Shall we? Alright, so it's 1/4 cup of water. We'll get that ready. Ready-ish. Sit that there. Alright. Add some sesame seeds. It's a good idea. I'll try something. What I could do is, let me turn that down too so we don't burn the oil. Let me, bit of sesame, bit of black sesame. Then, where did I put, there it is, this paintbrush. Ah! So, yeah, maybe what I do is, for the prawn ones, we sort of do a quick dabble of that. Just a maybe. The other ones I'll just cook them up. It's like, oh, we're gonna pork one today, and we're gonna prawn one today. Nice. Or something like that, I guess. And a nice sunny day today. I have to have everything closed up. Righty. Titch. Oven camera on.
Activating oven camera.
Hi. I've added a little bit too much oil to this, but as long as it doesn't stick to the bottom, that's pretty much what we're after. Yep. I'm gonna put them on a nice. Oh no! Oh no! I already forgot that was full of water. Like you did, baby. Right, we're gonna mop that up with some tea towel. It'll be fine. Also, yeah, turn that right down too, because I want them to cook up. But yeah. Want them to cook up, but we don't want them to burn. So slow cook. Yeah. This is going to be the easiest part of this. Like, it has really been a relaxing day. It really has. Oh, yes. Oh. Give them a little bit longer because they are starting to start to color up real nice. A little bit longer, then we'll add the water, then steam. How many cameras do I have? In the kitchen? 4. In total? 5. I have a lot of cameras. So I've got one that lives primarily in the study now. That actually used to be the camera that you view me this way. And then I upgraded to a nice big fancy camera because I want the best thing for my viewers. I want everybody to have a nice viewing experience. Okay, so now we're going to add the water. They are starting to... There we go. Start to colour up nice and quick there, so now we'll do that. Yeah. So yeah, that one used to be the primary camera, and then I wanted to upgrade and make it or have a really nice camera. So and I also got annoyed with having to transport the camera all the time, and the tripod that it was on I wasn't happy with. So yeah, I upgraded to the camera we've got now, and I thought about upgrading this one too, because I don't think this is a good bench camera. I have to change the settings all the time. I always have to change the settings to up the gamma to make it so you can actually see what's going on, because it's a really dark camera. This was my very first camera up here. Just make sure that it's not covering. This one up here, so this is my very first camera. I used that while I was streaming the Pokemon Go tournaments and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it's just been an absolute bomb camera. Absolute great. Absolute best thing I purchased. I'm glad that I repurposed it too. And then I also used it for my cooking streams too. I used it for the cooking streams. I used to have that camera sitting on a tin of Greybox on my TV, and that would sit where the camera is now. So, oh, the old days, the old days. I've got that right low too. Yeah. And then we want sesame oil, and then we over the top. And what was it? It was soy sauce. Yeah, it's pretty much soy sauce and rice wine vinegar for the dip. Alright, so... What? Yeah. You know what? I know I shouldn't, and I don't want to. I'm going to add just a wee bit more water. I feel like it needs to steam up a little bit more. So I want to make sure that the pork is actually cooked. The prawns are already cooked, baby. They're going to be good. I may have to get your assistance when I move into my new place to possibly start streaming. Yeah, of course. Just hit me up, man. Hit me up. I'll help. Tell you what I use. I'll tell you some fun things you can do to start with. Because a bit of a fun fact for everybody who is thinking about or wanting to get into streaming. Although you might not have the access to emotes or channel points and stuff, you can still do stuff channel point wise and emotes wise. You don't need to be affiliate to have all that fun stuff. And Cuddly, hello. How are we doing? How have you been? Hope you've been doing well. Oh, doing with Mom. How are we doing? It's not Jean. Is it Joan? Jean? I feel like I should, or by now I should know what actually to call you besides just the joke. Ah ha ha, whatever. It's in the Discord. Joan, I knew it. Was it Jean or Joan? Joan, welcome in. How are you doing? Red Kitchen, the Blood Moon. The Blood Moon has risen. I've been okay, y'all. I've been doing. It's good to hear. It's good to hear that you're doing okay. Yeah, I've been well. Just chilling. Having a good day. We spent 2 hours doing gyoza, and now we're finally cooking them up. So I'm keen. I'm super keen. I'm super keen to see how they actually turned out. Because oh, baby. And now. A bit of the old roasted, toasted sesame oil. You. So excited for this. Yes, I need to find a plate. Oh, hang on. We're gonna bust this. We're busting this one out. Oh, we're busting this one out today. I'm not gonna use this one yet. Oh, look at this one. I think Grandma got me this. Sir, thank you. Sir, thank you. Some of them are sticky. I think I probably should not have put the extra water in there, but it's looking good. It's all looking good. Please be careful when you do this as well, because I'm an idiot, and I'm willing to stick my hand in the hot stuff. I also feel like I've got calloused fingers as well. But... okay, so apply that a bit more so we can. Okay. Oh. I don't have a fancy dippy cup either. Do I have a fancy dippy cup? No, I've got a fancy pouring cup. I need a fancy. Wait a minute. I don't need a fancy dippy cup because I got this one. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna just turn that off. So it was rice wine vinegar, soy sauce. So. I think I need a smaller plate. As much as I love this plate, I think I need a smaller plate because this is really not doing the gyoza justice. I think might grab a smaller plate. If I cooked all of them, yeah, this would have been perfect. This would have been absolutely divine. But I need a small plate. It's probably gonna have to be boring black and white, I think. Yeah. Oh. So maybe. Right, you stay in the center. So I'm going to do tablespoons of each. Should pull out the recipe just to make sure, but pretty sure it was rice wine vinegar and sesame soy sauce for the dipping sauce. Also said to use like another spill on the table. I'm getting hyped by the music. Yo, this music's a bop. So, I might double check the recipe just to be sure. Because the last thing I want to do is go, yep, this is what it is, and it turns out to be epic fail. Wah wah. Rice wine vinegar, unseasoned, soy sauce, and is that Rayu. Japanese chili oil. I do not have Japanese chili oil. So I think we are going to be just fine with what we've got here. More. We need that to be nice and full. Yep. There we go. I think that's good. Wait for the bubbles to settle. Turn the top and it's not closing. So what's going on? The heck is this? What is this? What is this witchcraft? Okay, so. Nice. Nice angle. Can I pull this a bit forward actually and well, if I bring it over here maybe. Ah! Yes? Maybe? Maybe? Titch? Zoom in.
Zooming in.
No. Titch. Titch. Stove camera off.
Deactivating stove camera.
Titch. Oven camera off.
Deactivating oven camera.
Titch. Zoom out.
Zooming out.
Try this again. Try this one more time. One more time. From the top. Titch. Zoom in.
Zooming in.
So here is my attempt at Japanese gyoza. We have the pork variety over this side, and the ones with the sesame seeds, the black and the white variety, are prawn gyoza. I'm very keen to try these out. I'm very happy with how these turned out, to be honest. Ooh. Titch. Zoom out.
Zooming out.
Now, what kind of weed would I be if I didn't grab myself a nice set of chopsticks? Ooh. That I bought from Nippon myself. All right, so I'm hopeful, but I'm also confident that the pork is actually cooked through. So, yup. I said yup. I'm just gonna try it as is. Oh. Ah! It's cooked through. Tish. Zoom in.
Zooming in.
Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Yeah, it cooked through pretty nicely. Hopeful, confident for the win, yes. Let me just can you send that to me? I'll try. I'll send you the frozen ones. Mmm. Pitch. Zoom out.
Zooming out.
Hmm. Yo. Oh. That dipping sauce. That's a hidden gem right there. Ooh. It's like a salt and vinegar. It's got a salt and vinegar taste to it. So the rice wine vinegar I think is very acidic, and the soy sauce is very umami, very salty. Oh. That's good. I like that. Even though I'm not one for pork or prawns, I'm even tempted by these. So here's the cool thing about the gyoza. Here's the awesome and amazing thing. I have made pork and prawn, obviously, but you can almost fill it with anything you want. So if you prefer chicken, you can make a chicken, so get chicken mince and do that. If you want beef mince and put it in there. If you just want vegetarian, hey, just leave it all out and just have cabbage. Maybe blanch up or steam up some carrots beforehand. Easy. Roadworks. GN, Roadworks. That was Titch. Yeah. Chicken and veggie. Oh yeah, chicken and veggie. I've seen vegetable ones, but I don't think they do a good job of putting decent veggies in there. But that would be, yeah. I want to try one of the prawn ones actually. Yeah, so Gaming Nerd or GN, if you do exclamation Roadworks with an S, you'll get the Roadworks. Pretty much rule of thumb is whatever there we go. Slow the traffic down. Off to the left. Off to the left. 90-95% cabbage. Well, this pretty much was. This was almost all cabbage. I used Napa cabbage today as well for anybody who's interested. These are slippery and my hands are actually a bit stiff. I swear, I'm a good weeb. Police! That's a good one. We'll try and... So Sarah, unfortunately, I don't... If you can't hear, I don't have twos. No twos. No twos just yet. I have green and pink, but no pink and purple. See if I can... I also have black as well. Look at that. It's a terrible job I've done here, but see, I'm very confident with the prawn ones because the prawns are already cooked. They're pre-cooked prawns, so all I really need to do is just the outside. But yay for black! No, people are being sad. Oh, hang on. I'm sorry. I do have purple pink, Sarah. Yeah, I do have purple pink. It just comes with this filter. I do. It just comes with that one. I don't think I have white, Cuddly. I think white is just default. I'm very happy with how these turned out. Whoops. I jumped the gun. I'm gonna have to find a way to work this now because I need to take a photo. Where's Taffy when you need her? Colors, think very basic. Think very basic colors. I mean, I could do. I could do that for the photo. I was just too keen. I was just too keen to eat them. That's the problem. That's my problem. It's just like,
oh, gyoza. I want a gyoza now. Give me the gyoza. I want it in my face. I want to eat it now. Right, put it in my face. Put it in my face. I need it. In my belly. I need the sustenance. Give me, the pork. And the prawns. I need them. I need them both. Come on, just give me, please.
Great. That's perfect. I can still salvage the photo. I think RBG. I do have RBG is for follows. I'm pretty sure. Is it follows? Yeah. When somebody drops a follow, it does RBG. And I also just have it as well. Yeah. Way to prove me wrong, Talos. Oh man. Okay, so we can still salvage the photo. We can still do all that kind of stuff. It's all good. Well, I had an amazing time with everybody. I took that literally. Well, it is there. It's just I don't really promote it that much. I used to have a command where I would turn around and say Gamer Kitchen, and it would play like dubstep it was dubstep, and do the it's when I first got the lights. And it's like, oh yes, check it out. I have lights in my kitchen now. I was so proud. Now I have 2 sets of lights, and now I can do so many things I haven't implemented yet. But I have had a wonderful, amazing, relaxing time with everybody today. Thank you for hanging out with me. It's It's been great. Who is out there in the worlds of Twitch we can go say a hi to? And yeah, just have a bit of a chill sesh with. So let me go mute this tab now. What are we thinking? Do we want to raid somebody that want to raid a regular homie, or do we want to see who else is there? Who else is out there in food and drink? Right, you gotta wake up first. No two F's in food. Just one. So what are our thoughts? Pink yellow? Yeah, so well thank you, Joan. Thank you. It means a lot. Food and drink. So yeah, Sarah, at the moment I don't have dual colors yet. I tried to set some up a couple of weeks ago, but it didn't save, and I've been a bit lazy to do so. I'm going to get onto it very soon. So we do have pink, yellow, red, blue, green, orange, all that kind of fun stuff. So it's a big company with broken systems. Still can't work. I mean, like, if you're doing what you can to work and you can't, it's awesome. Every day. Alright, so what was that? Yellow. Okay, so who's gonna catch my eye? Who is gonna catch my eye today? So we have we've got black sheep meat making fresh flour tortillas. Now they are an 18+ streamer. Honestly, I think everybody in chat at the moment is okay and is fine with 18+ streams. It's just I'm the family friendly. Everybody comes here, D-Gen. What? Nishan's live? Oh. Okay, it usually does stream today. What am I talking about? So yeah, so we've got fresh flour tortillas. What else have we got catching my eye? Wedding cupcake prep. Okay. Cupcake decks. I've seen cupcake decks around on Twitch a while now, and they seem like someone I would get along with. Like, they play a lot of Pokemon. Like, they're very into Pokemon. They're making cupcakes, and they just sound like my kind of person, really. So I'm sort of leaning towards cupcake decks. I reckon we go pop a visit to cupcake decks, see what they're doing. But if anybody else, 23rd down on the right. I don't think we can raid out to myself. I would love to raid out to that handsome fellow, but just cause. But looks like Pez. Looks like Pez. Alright, so I'm just gonna say we pop by and I did mute this, didn't I? Yes, I did. So I'll pop into here. This is gonna give me an ad. Yeah, I think we go pop by and say hello to Cupcake Decks. Alrighty, so let me load up a raid real quick. Load it up, and then I'll get the commands going as well. No, that's not where I want to put it. I'll put it here. Yep. Alright, so that's all set and ready to go. Looks like they're just having a great old time, just having a chat with everybody. I love it. Okay, let's do that. Cupcake Decks. So, for those without a sub badge, here's the raid message. For those whose pockets are truly lined with gold and are an amazing person, you're all amazing, okay? Don't ever forget that. But for those whose pockets are lined with gold, here's the sub raid message. Just copy that for myself. So, let me finish up by saying thank you so very much to anybody and everybody who came by and had a chill with me today. Like I said before, I just had a really fun time making these. Like, I thought there was going to be more trouble and more entail with the wrappers, but they were quite simple and easy to make. I think my folding could have been a bit better. So my folding's a bit... I'm going to say my folding's so-so. Like, when I say folding, little edges, fold back. I could do better. I know I can do better. And maybe in the future when I make a whole bunch of gyoza for myself on the weekends off stream, I'll get better and I'll come back and just like check it out. Let's make some chicken and veggie gyozas for Vitalis. Sorry for being late. T's great. Cuddly, you're not late. You're just on time. You're just on time. Thank you, Jan. It means a lot. So yeah. Thank you, and thank you for everybody else. Like, thank you for the follow, the redeems, the chatting. Just yeah, being yourselves. It means a lot. I know it. I know it's sad. I know it's sad we have to go, but I do have to clean up, and I do want to do some other stuff today. It's sad. It's very sad. But next week. Let me plug next week before we go as well. Let me plug next week. So. Next week and this month of September, we're doing Splat-tember. So I'll be playing nothing but Splatoon during the week. So next week itself, so next Friday, is the official launch of Splatoon 3. So I am going to be making a special Splatoon cook-up. Splatoon 2 has a food cart that sells something called a schwaffle, which is pretty much a waffle with prawns, like cooked panko crumbed prawns on top, and a bunch of other fun stuff. So I'm going to be making one of them. I'm going to be making some of the sodas that they sell too, which boost experience and chances of getting certain attributes for clothing. And then they had to release the trailer for Splatoon 3 with a new food vendor and new food items. So I don't know if anybody has ever made these foods just yet, but I'm going to give myself a red hot crack at them. So hopefully I can get the ingredients in time. And I know I'm hyping it up. I really want it to happen, but I'm hoping I can get the ingredients in time for the stream. I should be able to, but hopefully. It's going to be I'm going to learn so much about Splatoon. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. but yeah, get hyped for that because I'm going to be cooking up all this fun stuff that I've wanted to cook up since the very first time I started streaming. So when I first started streaming, I was like, what can I cook up? Splatoon. I want to cook up some Splatoon stuff. Never got around to it. On saying this launch of Splatoon 3, later that night for me, later that morning for everybody else, I'm going to be playing Splatoon 3, the launch date, with Danny Mizu. The wonderful, the ever so great Danny Mizu. So for people in Australia, if you are up at 4 a.m, and for everybody else, if you're not busy during the morning hours, pop on by to either my channel or Danny Mizu's and come say hi. But enough plugging, let's go drop by Cupcake Decks. Hopefully they are still live. Hopefully they're not finishing up. Yeah, looks like they're just having a big old chill. Honestly, it looks like they've had a big old chat session and they're not actually making much progress, which is fine. I can totally relate. But yes, get the messages again just in case. Raid, sub raid, and yes, thank you again for just being awesome and being here. Take care of yourselves out there. Stay safe, and I hope to catch anybody and everybody in the next one. Alrighty, see you later.